Okay, are we back? I gotta fix the title. I really gotta be more fucking careful. God damn it, man. Oh, I must have had Vosh in my, like, where it dumps you after stream ends. No, I smited the stream. I smited it before YouTube could. So, sorry, VOD viewers. I can't take chances. I cannot take chances. I'm sorry. I nuked the VOD. Alright, this is still recording, so Dubsy, just make sure to, like, cut out whatever you need to cut out. Do you have to start over on the segment? No. This is the image I was referring to, which I think is a perfect representation of Charlie Kirk, personally. Thank you, Papa Meat, for forcing me to stop stream. I appreciate it.
Gender does not imply the existence of being transracial.
So you can pretend to say that you have ovaries when you don't, but you can't.
That's not what trans people do.
Pretend to be a black person.
What transgender women are claimed to have ovaries?
No, because there's a history of people doing that to be offensive and like make fun of black people. There's a history with blackface, so that's why you can't do it. In a vacuum, if you painted your face black and there's no history of black oppression or people doing that for like what's the word? I can't remember the word. It's like old-timey racism is what it is. Okay, that's why it's like considered super offensive. In a vacuum, it wouldn't matter. But we live in a time and in a context where it does matter. That's why you can't do blackface.
There's lots of men that pretend to have.
Why'd you enter stream for a minute? Let's just say that Papa Meat had some interesting content on his Twitter feed. Thank you, Papa Meat.
Ovaries. In fact, the CDC guidance says right now that men can chest feed. Do you think men can chest feed?
That's not.
Yes. Well, yeah, actually, some men can. Even if you're not trans. You can be a trans man who can. You can be like a cis man sometimes. Cis men can lactate. Yes. Yes, cis men can lactate. So this is a losing talking point by Charlie Kirk.
Sole criterion for being.
So let me ask you a question.
What not all, and
Charlie
not
keeps
most,
tearing
probably.
this guy's arguments apart, using the dude's own logic.
Yeah, this dude is not doing the best job. But again, they would never show something like my Matt Walsh appearance, which, you know, let's pull that up real quick. Hey, Matt, I'm an... How about a heartbeat certificate?
A child, do
No,
you?
but no, I do not. But I'm
Okay,
asking
so you do support abortion?
No,
or you
you're
don't?
avoiding my question. Do you
I've
support?
answered your question. You
No,
haven't answered
have not.
mine.
You have not answered the question. Yes
Is
or no?
the unborn child a human being or not?
I'm not letting you get away from this, Matt. The question is, do you support a child giving birth to their rapist child? Do you support?
You are not
a
answering the
child? I asked.
Let's try
you
this again. Let's
Wait,
try this
who's
again.
asking the questions here, man? Come on.
Let's try this again. I do not support I do not support the
I'm not
direct
letting him get away
intentional
from the
murder of a
question.
child under any circumstance.
Right, so then
at
you
all.
don't support a 13-year-old child giving birth to their rapist child because that could kill them. It has a very good chance of doing so via
okay.
hemorrhage, toxemia, all kinds of complications. permanent disability. There are all kinds of complications with that.
I'm gonna try this.
Why do you support?
Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna. Hold on, no.
Okay,
Hold on
don't
one
answer
second.
the
One
question.
second.
I appreciate your time.
No. Come back. Come back here.
Why? You're not answering my question.
Because you're the nurse.
Anyway, point being, they would never show that in one of these videos.
logic against him.
Never.
But don't think it's over
Matt
yet.
Walsh
We're just
himself
getting
never
to the
shows
good
it.
part. Just when you thought Charlie couldn't hit any harder, he pulls out the big guns. He drops that simple yet devastating question. What is a woman? Watch what happens next. His response to this basic question is going to leave you shaking your head in disbelief.
So let me ask you a question. What is a woman?
Anybody who identifies as
A woman is someone who identifies as one.
Answer the question without saying the word woman. You can't say the
Okay, you answer it.
word woman. That's called circular reasoning. It's like saying a tree
Every definition waters back down to circular reasoning.
is something that looks like a tree. So I'll ask again, what is a woman?
Yes, a tree is something that looks like a tree. I'll prove it. Tree. Why is this proving it? Anybody know? We consider this a tree. This is not really a tree. Palm trees are not actually trees the same way that coniferous and deciduous trees are. They're like in a completely different plant category, but yet we consider it a tree. Interesting that. I just find that very interesting, colloquially speaking. So yes, a tree literally is anything that we call a tree. Yes.
A woman is a person who
No, come on, you're letting him dominate the fucking conversation, man. This is awful.
lives a lifestyle aligned with feminine characteristics, not necessarily your chromosomes or your genitals.
Okay,
so
decent answer.
someone who just wears a dress. So what you are doing is you are reducing womanhood to a costume.
No, you're reducing womanhood to genitalia. That's what you're doing. You're reducing womanhood to genitalia. That's what you need to say next. No, come on. You're reducing womanhood to genitalia. That's what Charlie Kirk's doing. Which is disgusting, by the way.
No. So, are you suggesting that, like, a transgender woman goes about her day pretending to be a woman, but then when she gets home, she starts acting like a man?
No,
That's
delusional
actually a
in
great
every part
point.
of-
No, that's a great point. That was a great retort, actually. I'm impressed.
But then when she gets home, she starts acting like a man?
No,
not just a
delusional
costume.
in every part of life. I understand that, but that doesn't mean they're not delusional. There's a series of mental conditions where you
No, but that discredits your point. It's not just a costume, clearly. You're also calling it a delusion. Okay? Which, is also wrong, but it discredits your point. It's not just a costume.
could pretend to be a wolf. Can you be trans species too? Does your own mental condition
No, because fucking animals are not... You're literally comparing women to animals. You're comparing women to animals. Good job.
dictate
I
external
love it when conservatives compare trans people to animals.
reality? Yes or no?
What's the
And
question?
species too? Does your own mental condition dictate external reality? Yes or no?
It can in some ways. A trans person if your mental condition, quote unquote, is that you feel like a woman, then other people, and you dress like a woman and you act like a woman and you take on women, positions typically assigned to females, whatever, and you functionally are a woman in society, then yes, you are affecting the world around you. It's because they think trans women are animals? Of course they do.
Not necessarily.
Okay, then why do you believe that a biological man can become something that he is not?
No, the answer is, well, if you act like a woman, then and you look like a woman, then people are going to treat you like a woman.
Because he thinks it.
Because gender is not interchangeable with sex.
That's
Yeah,
true.
right. So there are 0 genders. There are only 2 sexes. Gender is a made-up term that started in the academy in the 19th.
All terms are made up, first of all. Second of all, I agree that gender's made up, like completely made up. It's not rooted in any science or anything. But if you recognize that, then you should also recognize that gender identities are, like, if they're constructed from the ground up, then You should be able to recognize that a trans woman is valid in her identity. You should be able to recognize the validity of any gender because they're all equally valid. Which is to say, I don't think any of them are valid. I think that gender is bullshit and should be abolished.
1960s, talking about sex, which is the only thing that actually can be proven and that matters, XXXY, I will ask the question again.
Unlike, you know, well, the XXXY thing is funny because there's also XXX, there's X, there's XXY, there's XYY. You can't just have two Y chromosomes, but, you know, there are different, all sex, here, hold on. Chromosomes. I need to start going to this screen when I Google shit. All sex chromosome combinations. Here we go. What are X and Y chromosome variations? XXY, Klinefelter, XYY, XXYY, XXXY, XXXXY. And then we have X, XXX, XXXX, and XXXXX. You know, and you can say this is males and females, and you're a male if you have a Y chromosome, but you have a lot, actually, of... you have a lot of variation when it comes to like even genitalia. Like your genitals can look completely different if you're XXY. It may not just be a penis and balls. You know, like there's all kinds of funky things that can happen. It's not just XX and XY.
Again, why is it that a man can suddenly become a dress and can be treated exactly the same as a woman that is biologically, not just biologically different, but somebody has a different brain, a different hormonal system, menstruate, have children.
Well, if you want to go the route of brain and hormones, first of all, trans women's brains are wired much the same way as cis women's brains, which is backed up by studies. And secondly, the hormones actually can be the same as well, because hormones are something that you can inject artificially and override your natural hormone structure. So in both of those ways, you're just wrong again, Charlie Kirk.
Children, I'll be very honest with you. It is
and trans people, a lot of trans people have children, actually.
So unbelievably insulting to women to have men have to lecture that all it takes is some weird dude with testosterone can put makeup on, wear a thong and a dress, and he suddenly becomes
it's not always a thong, man.
Here's at the essence of the issue, is that no matter how much surgery...
If you look like a woman, you act like a woman, you talk like a woman, you do things that women would normally do, then you're a woman, okay? If you identify as a woman, you're probably going to act like a woman, you're probably going to talk like one and sound like one and dress like one. Not that you have to, but usually that's what happens, and then we call you a woman, yes.
You do, no matter how many drugs you take,
the fact that you care so much is
being
weird.
The thing that you were born. You don't get to determine your reality by a stroke of the will.
But why does it matter? Why do you care so much?
I don't deny for a second that the trans person thinks that they are. Certain people think that they're younger than they are. Some people think they're taller than they are. Some people think they're richer than they are. Some people think they're innocent when they're not, like Bob Menendez. There's plenty of delusional people in this world. It's up for society to say no to the delusional and yes.
Okay, hold on. A delusion, a false belief or judgment about external reality held despite incontrovertible evidence to the contrary. So a trans woman is not delusional by calling herself a woman, okay? She'd be delusional if she said, yes, I have a vagina, and she still has a penis, okay? That would be the delusion. But that doesn't typically happen, okay? That's not typical. I'm sure it has happened, but the vast majority of trans people know what they're packing. Okay? If you recognize, which Charlie Kirk did, that gender doesn't really mean anything, that means that you can be a woman just by saying you're a woman. It has nothing to do with sex, necessarily.
To reality. It is for us to not allow us to be reined under the tyranny of somebody's imagination. Do you have a response, and then we'll wrap it up?
My response would be, you keep referencing reality and people have delusions. Give me a tangible example of how accepting trans people into society hurts us. Give me a tangible, real example. And then usually what they'll bring up is like, well, what if situation of what if a trans woman goes into the bathroom and abuses women in there, which you can then point out, well, we don't have evidence that that's happening, right? Another one that might come up is, well, what about women in sports, like trans women in women's sports, which you can then say, well, they're not hurting anybody by being there. They're not. Like in the you might be able to make that argument if you're talking about contact sports. All right, maybe. And that's why I think it's important to look at variables such as like how much testosterone do you have, you know, how hard can you punch, stuff like that. But that has it has some to do with sex, but you should be measuring that stuff independently of sex. Does that make sense? So as far as non-contact sports, you're literally not hurting anybody. A man playing against a woman in tennis is not like, he's not hurting that woman. Okay? He may be more likely to win because like if he has testosterone flowing through his blood, that's usually like it's you know, energy juice. But if that woman is on T and has the same amount of testosterone, she may very well pull out the victory, or for any other myriad of reasons, she might pull out the victory. And that's not hurting anybody. So that's not a real example of trans women hurting, like the acceptance of trans people hurting society. So I would question Charlie. Give me an example of trans acceptance hurting society. He's trying so hard to save it. I feel so bad for this guy. Oh my god.
I'm not going to put you on the spot. I appreciate you being here tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh god.
All right, next question.
Yeah, always be prepared, guys. If you got to know what the fuck you're doing if you go up in one of these things. You have to know what you're doing. And I've noticed people getting
That's not
better
easy
at
to
it.
do at a conservative event. I appreciate that.
No, shut the fuck up.
You need to respect Charlie for that last moment. He backs off.
No, you don't, because he backs off to make himself look like the good guy. Charlie Kirk is a piece of
When the
shit.
kid is clearly upset and knows that he lost the argument, then tells the crowd to give him a round of applause for his courage. Then finally thanks the kid for standing up. That's class, grace, and respect. I'm trying to
No,
hit
it's not.
100.
Shut the fuck up. Okay. That was stupid. Trans rights are human rights, and go fuck yourself. God damn, how many times am I gonna have to nuke VOD? Ugh. Whatever. We got 3 react seggies. I don't think that was a very strong one from me, though. Yeah, I need to keep Twitter off the screen until I'm sure that what I'm looking at does not have bad stuff. Also, I found out what happened last time. So I was looking at, I'm usually pretty good about this, right? But I was looking, so there's this little thing here. Shit, okay, hold on. Give me just a second. I don't need to delete VOD or anything. But I do need to tell Dubsy something. Can you make sure in the Okay. Yeah, I need to be a lot more careful when I Google search stuff. I can't just open a new tab anymore. Because Google does this stupid fucking thing where it's like continue with these tabs, right, from my phone. And so like I'm at risk of like doxing myself and shit. So I just can't pull up like the plain Google page anymore. Don't show tabs from other devices. Okay, I don't think it'll do it anymore. This is all you'll see now. Like, yeah. I forget what I was saying, sorry. I told a friend that, and he was really damn surprised when he realized that trans people could pretend to be cis. I just saw a commercial saying Charlie Kirk is a Nazi. Nice, nice. Have a nice eep, Politiqueen 3.0. Use Brave. What is that, a browser? Oh yeah, it's a browser. No, I think it's fine. Brave has a homophobic CEO. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I just gotta be more careful. Hello, Cynthia. I can't believe that I had to nuke VOD twice in a row. Oh. When will it end? I also need to get better about, like, immediately hitting the end key. Because so far I'm 0 for 2 on hitting that end key. Because if I do that, I don't necessarily have to nuke the VOD because there's a stream delay. So I can, like, catch it before the stream goes live with it. And then it just becomes, like... It just becomes a dead void in that few seconds. Remember that stupid internet debate a while back about what constitutes a sandwich and whether or not hot dog is a sandwich? Can we get Matt Walsh on that? No thanks. I'd rather not have his take on that. What is a sandwich? A sandwich is anything we consider... Oh, I see. Yeah, that actually would be fun. What is a sandwich, right? And then you like give examples of things that aren't technically sandwiches, like hot dogs, which he might still say, oh, it's technically a sandwich. You can ask if a Pop-Tart's a sandwich. Now, that's a good question. Is the ocean a soup? Technically, we called the ocean the primordial soup. Like, way back in the day, it was just the primordial soup. So, yeah, kind of. Got a lot of fish in it. If you don't mind eating live salty fish. Is lasagna a sandwich? I think yes. Yeah, is water wet? That's a good one. I'm going to take a break real quick to go pee and do other various things real quick. Like say hi to my fiance who got home a while ago and just make sure she's doing all right. And I'll be right back. Enjoy the music.
there's not a fucking Gamer remix of this episode. I'm gonna be so fucking mad.
A perfect shot. I would expect nothing less from a computer. Programmed to kill. I mean play golf.
Let's begin objective A. Fool the humans into thinking you're real. Trick the humans with
Okay, I'm back.
even though you could win.
All right, I have a question because I just thought of something. I just remembered. There was a guy who made a response video to me, and I'm wondering if you guys think I should go over it. Because, like, I didn't think that I should, but a part of me is like, well, that's free content right there. That's free real estate. It's all... You going to see the Trump movie? I've never heard of it until now. Sure. Because the other option that I was thinking is What's a Girl to Do? You guys remember that from last stream? What's a girl to do? Oh man, the full episodes are like 60 minutes. What the fuck? Where's episode 2? How long's this one? Oh, this is just the preview. Apparently, Mr. Beast is hiring an AI artist. Oh, AI artists? That doesn't surprise me at all. So I should respond to the response video. It's 33 fucking minutes. Kind of long. We'll speed it up a little bit. So, lore time. I made a video of Brad Palumbo where he was going over the Giggle versus Tickle case, which is, I know, hilarious, from Australia, which basically says that a lesbian app was discriminating against trans women for literally, like, they have an AI bot that tries to detect trans women to boot them from the app, right? Which is shitty in and of itself. But then after being assumed a woman, a trans woman was assumed a woman. Her name is Tickle, right? That's her last name, Tickle. The owners of Giggle went in to delete her from the app themselves. So they overrode the AI bot, which clocked her as a woman, and they removed her for being trans. All right. And Brad Palumbo and I forget who he had on, some shitty woman, were going over this case and being all mad about, you know, how transphobia lost today, right? Well, then he made a response video to that video, which is right here. As you can see, I have the Tim Pool beanie on because we were joking about me looking like Tim Pool that day. Not the best time to be wearing it, but whatever. So here I am in a Brad Palumbo video, and I figured why not go over it? And I don't know if I'm going to go over the whole thing, but I'll at least give him a little bit. We'll give him a chance. It's all just transphobic. Maybe he has legit criticisms of me and I should listen. Let's give him a chance. The only thing that aligns any of what they're saying together is transphobia.
I deserve smarter haters.
It's true though. No, everything that I just said was completely true.
Really do. A woke YouTuber makes an insane hate video about me and Sydney
talking about
Watson. A CNN reporter gets owned on TV. A wild suggestion from Trump when it comes...
Good. I forgot he does like 3 different segments per video. So I guess he's going to start with me and it'll only go for like 10 minutes. Okay, that's good.
...to credit card rates, and a TikToker wants us all to still be wearing masks. All this and so much more is coming up
masks,
in today's
not
episode of the Brad
IDs.
vs. Everyone podcast, my daily show where I take on the craziest ideas from across the internet and across our politics, all from a
We're not watching
center-right,
the whole thing, just the part with me.
If you're new here, please do consider subscribing and sticking around and independent perspective. If you're new across the internet and across our politics, all from a center-right, independent perspective. If you're new here,
Okay,
please
gotcha.
do consider subscribing and sticking
It's
around.
definitely
and
right-wing.
Regardless, do hit that like button and do comment with your thoughts as we go along. I do read the comments and I pick a few to respond to in every episode. Plus, if you leave your comment with a super chat or a super thanks, I'll definitely respond to it in the next show. And now we've got to react to one of the wildest hate videos I've seen about me
Was
in
it that
some
wild?
time. In this case, it comes from a YouTuber and streamer named Alec Gunter, who is clearly
Hi.
very far left and is a big
Oh, I'm all giddy about it. Ooh, I don't know. Something about it is give me butterflies.
pro-trans activist.
I'm famous.
And he
I'm
decided
basically
to respond
famous.
to an episode of this show that I did with my friend Sydney Watson a few weeks ago, where we
Sydney
talked about
Watson,
the
that's her
Tickle
face.
vs. Giggle case in Australia. If you remember, that was the case where there was a female entrepreneur who started an app that was for women to meet and connect
I am
with
very
other
far
women,
left, yeah.
and she made it a female-only space and did not allow trans women, who are, of course, biologically male. She was then sued by Roxanne Tickle, a trans
always
woman, and the
biologically
judge recently ruled in Roxanne Tickle's favor, even declaring that sex can be changed in this ruling. Sydney and
True.
I
It can
criticized
be.
this for its bizarre view on the mutability of sex.
It literally, listen, I don't make me point at the chart. Don't make me point at the chart. Okay? Boom. Beautiful. Okay? For those who are wondering, this is the sex spectrum chart, the gender spectrum. I forget who it was made by. But this is the chart right here. Actually, it's important to know who it's made by. Hold on. Here we go. Infographic reveals the startling complexity of sex determination. It was published in Scientific American's former blog network and reflects the views of the author. Sex and gender pervade nearly every aspect of our lives. Let me skip ahead. Project was originally conceived as a data-driven graphic exploring the spectra of sex and gender. I wondered, for instance, what data could tell us about the frequency of transgender and non-binary identities, what proportion of the population is intersex, and how that value might break down into rates of specific DSDs. I hired the researcher Amanda Hobbs to look into these questions, and what she came back with rather than answers looked more like a series of new questions. The search for solid data on transgender and intersex populations proved challenging and was confounded by a variety of factors. For example, surveys often lump transgender in with gay, lesbian, and bisexual identities, and DSDs, in addition to being variously defined by different entities, sometimes go undetected or emerge unexpectedly, either during sexual development or later in life. Let me skip ahead a little bit. I said about assembling the content of the graphic and putting it down on paper. In part, this process clarified how much I could include, as the complete list of known DSDs and the various manifestations proved unwieldy for a single spread in a print magazine. So this is by, who's the author? Amanda Montanez and the other person that she hired, Amanda Hobbs. Okay, that's who the chart's by. So you can see here, you have things like mixed gonadal dysgenesis, which causes 45X and 46XY mosaicism. Very complex stuff that I myself don't know a lot about. We have 46XX here, absence of SRY gene. Sometimes the SRY gene is present, which leads to intersex conditions, like XX testicular disorder of sex development, Turner syndrome. Like this is all, it's all black and white right here. Like this is all to do with sex, and sex is very much on a spectrum. Okay. Anyway, back to this.
And we argued that we should be able to have
And is
spaces
mutable,
and
by the way.
concepts
That was the point of why I brought it up. It is mutable. You can take hormones to basically change sexual characteristics about you.
in society that are still segregated by biological sex, not self-perceived gender identity. Well, Alec Gunter didn't take kindly to our perspective and
No, I did
decided to
not.
make a video called Transphobes
That's my
Are
video.
Seething Over
Oh,
Landmark
Pog.
Discrimination Case, featuring me and Sydney in the thumbnail. I'm always open to criticism. I'm always open to the idea that maybe I've gotten
No,
something
you're not.
wrong.
Shut the fuck
so
up.
I watched his full video with an open mind. But frankly, I wasn't very
I guarantee you
impressed
he's just
by his
gonna whine.
attempts to refute our counter arguments, because a lot of it ended up being ad hominem or Also
No,
seemed
it
to,
wasn't.
to
What?
illustrate kind of a
I
lack
specifically made a point in that video to not make fun of his looks, which I did here as well. Despite people in the chat trying to goad me into it. I saw you talking about his jawline and shit. All right.
of familiarity
I'm just saying.
with some of the things we were talking about. So we're going to go through some highlights. First, a couple
I did insult him a
notes.
lot.
This
Here's the thing. Ad hominem is not, it's not just insulting somebody. It's insulting somebody in place of an argument. Okay? So if he says transgender women are not real women, and I say, well, you're just a dumbass, which is true, even if that is true, that's an ad hominem. Hominid. Something. Okay? That's what an ad hom is.
This guy I'm showing you is not Tim
Now, if I
Pool.
say you're a dumbass and I can prove it mathematically, and then I proceed to do so, then it's not ad hom.
He does look like Tim Pool, the right-wing YouTuber.
I have been accused of looking like Tim Pool. This is true. And that's why I put the beanie on that day. If you go back and watch the VOD, you can see that.
But he's actually not. At first, I was very confused. Second, I'm actually wearing the same shirt in this episode today that I did in the episode he's reacting to, which might be a little confusing, but it's just a total coincidence. I had already picked out this shirt. So what you're seeing are clips of him live streaming our episode and discussing it. And then I'll bring us back here and we'll
Pool
talk
woke.
about it. Up
Parentheses
first,
woke.
here's his commentary on my appearance. I take
Boy.
on the
There's something up. Yeah, never
craziest
mind.
ideas from
Not gonna
across the
comment on his
internet and
looks.
across our politics, all from a
I
center-right.
specifically said not going to
independent.
comment. I think that if you do... Okay. Literally, like, when I know going in that somebody's transphobic, I just, like, there's something off about them immediately. Every time. Every time. Be better about that.
If you knew the merch that I just
Why does he look like that? I'm telling you, there's something about, like, evil people. There is something. It's very intense. Yes, thank you. It is very intense.
dropped, your math isn't mathing, your Delulu is showing,
Clearly
and
been
more
kneeling.
at the
Whoever carved this dude's face forgot to sand down the edges. Stop! You heathens.
Lens woman who
How
took to
dare
the
you
courts
take the
to try to
low-hanging
force their
fruit.
way onto a. So I did find it
Okay, he called me Tim Pool. I don't give a fuck, okay? People call me Tim Pool all the time, and I hate that guy. Who cares? Get over it.
funny how he was like, I'm not going to insult his looks. Then went on to talk about my looks, but it didn't really bother me because I'm not
You haven't... Oh, if it didn't bother you, then don't put it in the fucking video, you liar. It clearly bothered you. Go ahead. Insult me. Make fun of my double chin. I don't give a fuck, okay?
insecure
Who
about how I
cares?
look, and I just always take it as a sign that somebody doesn't have much of substance to say when they're criticizing my appearance. And also, he's calling me evil, and guys, this was at the start of the video. He hadn't even watched my video yet, so he was supposedly live reacting to this and hadn't seen it, and he's calling me evil before he's even heard anything I had to say. To me,
I did not call him evil. Necessarily. I said there is something about evil people where they look weird. Okay, something looks off about evil people. And he looked a bit off, and that's why I said that. I wasn't necessarily calling him evil yet. Okay?
that did
It's a
demonstrate
bad argument.
a pretty remarkable close-mindedness, but
He looks like he's
might be
number
onto
one.
something with that one.
That's a good one. Wait. I have to. Now that's a good one. You can't see it. Hold on. You gotta okay, you gotta admit. Down to the hair, dude. Down to the hair. That's not an insult. I love my boy Robbie Rotten. I love Robbie Rotten, okay? He's one of my favorite antagonists.
One. Now
So that's
here's
not
a
an
clip
insult.
where he talks about his take on the case, and I want to say, I just want to show you this because
Not an ad hom.
it illustrate a real lack of familiarity with the actual case we were discussing.
This the transphobes lost their little. Yeah, I demonstrated a lack of familiarity because I was going into it fresh. You guys are presenting this case to me, and then I went ahead and looked into what was going on. Okay? Just because I didn't look into the case beforehand or know anything about it doesn't mean that anything I was saying was wrong. That is an ad hom. Dating app, right? Because it was transphobic as shit. Well, actually, no, that's not an ad hom because they're not. He's not insulting me for that. What would it be? It would be It's some kind of fallacy. I don't know. Yeah, go f yourself.
Female.
Appeal to authority.
Giggle's legal team.
Dating,
The
what was I
actual
saying?
case we were discussing.
About this, the transphobes lost their little dating app, right? Because it was transphobic as shit. Yeah, go f yourself.
Female. Giggle's legal team considered sex to mean the sex of a person at birth.
Agreed.
Today, a judge said those
Here, hold on.
arguments
I gotta move my current face so you can see my other face. There we go.
were contrary to 30 years of precedent.
Let's
Those
go!
cases established that in its ordinary meaning, sex is changeable.
Unfortunately, it is
True.
So a couple of things here. One,
Yeah.
Giggle wasn't a dating app. And that might sound like a minor detail, but it's actually kind of important.
Was it not?
It was an app meant for friendships and community and meeting people, but it was not a dating app. The women
Wait, Giggle was not a dating app? Is that true? Social app just for females under fire for Oh, I see. Okay. I thought it was a dating app for like a lesbian dating app. What? Sure. Shit, I googled again. Hold on. Let me check something. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, a social media app designed for females has come under fire for excluding trans women. I thought it was a dating app. It doesn't change any of what I said, though. Like, that's missing the point. You're missing the forest for the trees, man. Like, it's still the same shit. Women who want to meet other women. Okay, not necessarily a dating app. It's not that important. I don't think it's that important, but maybe let's hear him out.
on there were not all or even predominantly lesbians seeking other women. And I know that might seem like a small detail, but if you don't even understand the core concept of what these people were trying to create, I don't really understand how you can judge them. And
In my opinion, that makes it even worse. Because being trans is like mostly social. So like that makes it even worse. You know what? You can't accept trans women into your women-only social spaces. Like, that's stupid.
think it's wrong and then celebrate their inability to do so. And two, it's just strange to see somebody suggest that they agree with the notion that biological sex can be changed. It cannot be. We
Hormones. I'm literally a nurse. I have medical training. Sorry, dude. You lose.
can talk about gender
Appeal to
identity.
authority.
You can talk
Yes.
about expressing
I
yourself
just committed the
differently. You
fallacy.
can talk about how you walk through the world. But sex is defined by the shape of your gametes, whether you're oriented towards the production of sperm.
Don't make me pull up the chart. Actually, I won't even pull it up. You guys know the chart.
Or
I just
egg.
pulled it up.
And nothing about that. It is completely dimorphic. There's only two, and nothing about that changes.
Okay, so what if your body does not make what did I just do? There we go. What if your body doesn't make either of those? Then what?
Is just because you change your outward appearance or your exterior. At the genetic level, there are hundreds of
It's not just outward appearance. It's also your hormone levels. That's like the main part of sex is your hormone levels. It's not all of it, but everything about the female body is dictated largely by estrogen, and everything about everything that's female about the female body is largely dictated by estrogen, and everything that's male about the male body is largely dictated by testosterone. They're magic fucking hormones. Like, hormones are magic.
thousands of differences between males and females that, again, don't go away just from hormones or from surgical
Sure they do.
alterations. I just totally disagree that you can actually change biological.
But you can. Hormones do that. Hormones are literally what differentiates male from female in utero. That's how that works. It's a hormone wash that dictates your genitalia and a bunch of your physical features.
Sex. I don't understand how somebody can think that. I want to show you guys something else he said that really stuck with me and was actually a little bit haunting.
That's how discrimination spreads. That's how intolerance spreads. You cannot tolerate intolerance in a tolerant society. You can't do it. It spreads like a disease.
So this is a frightening
Wait, what? Hold on. What was wrong with what I just said? No, you can't tolerate intolerance. Sorry. Why is that frightening?
thing to hear somebody who's supposed to be woke or progressive actually say. But the definition of a tolerant society is whether you tolerate different viewpoints and beliefs.
Do you tolerate Nazis? No, that's a real question. I want an answer to that. Do you tolerate Nazis? Just curious.
Even ones that others find controversial or offensive. Yes, you can tolerate intolerance in a tolerant society.
He tolerates
in fact,
Nazis.
That's what a tolerant
He's
society
saying it right
is
here. Listen, he's saying that he tolerates Nazis. That's what he's saying.
defined by toleration for our differences, and our most important
I don't even have to
differences
ask
are our
him. You
differences
tolerate
in
Nazis.
perspective.
I'll say it right now. Brad Palumbo tolerates Nazis in our society. He's saying it right here. Don't believe me? He just said, like, a tolerant society allows for different viewpoints and beliefs. He tolerates Nazis.
This line of thinking is actually dangerous because it leads to the justification of suppressing people.
Unlike the guy
and
who tolerates
oppressing people
Nazis.
and harming people because of their perspective, because we can't tolerate
Brad Palumbo, if you don't tolerate Nazis, I want a response to this explaining why.
intolerance. Well, newsflash, my friend, a lot of people probably find your views, your far left views, intolerant in some
And they're wrong, and you're a dipshit for thinking that.
way
Sorry.
or another. But I certainly still defend your right to say them and express them.
Shove it up your ass, you prick, dude. I don't give a fuck what you think you're defending me from, okay? Shut up.
Without being punished, but you're unknowingly or perhaps knowingly and still doing it.
I don't need your
undermining
protection.
your own rights when you advocate this kind of thing. You also can't squash people with intolerant views out of existence. The more you try to punish them or force them into submission, the more they're going to resist. The more those ideas are going to fester. You don't convince people.
So what, you just allow them then? You just allow Nazis to run rampant in your society? You just allow Nazis to exist on Twitter, which he probably does. I mean, he's already said that he does, right? Like, you just allow Nazis to exist in your space, right? Because trying to quash them or make them go away would be bad, right? That'd be bad for your freedom of speech. That's a really stupid thing to do. Go ahead, let Nazis into your space, see what happens. Is he? I've heard that he's gay. Is he gay? I don't know if he's gay or not, but I've heard he is. And if he's gay, then he allows Nazis in his community. Well, good luck with that, man.
With a closed fist. You convince people, or if they're, say, bigoted or homophobic, by actually having them get to...
I'm going to say it right now. Some people cannot be convinced. And if you cannot be convinced and you have harmful views of society, there are just aspects of society in which you cannot participate. Yes, that's true. Okay? There are just things that you will not be allowed to do. You cannot be a Nazi in a regular workspace, a working environment. You can't be. Okay? Being a Nazi is implicitly violent already. It's implicitly violent. Because you're saying, I don't even think that black people or gay people or trans people or whatever should even exist. Okay? You are communicating that those people should not exist, and therefore you would remove them by some means. Or that they're lesser somehow. And that you would take away their rights. No, you can't exist in a workplace like that. Nope, sorry. Not in my society. Yeah, tolerance meaning I can't disagree with people and I can't vote for policies that support my beliefs. Exactly.
To know people who are different
Brad is gay. There you go. Go ahead, gay Brad. Let Nazis into your community. See what happens.
from them and realize that a lot
They're
of their
probably already
conceptions
there,
are
honestly.
false. So you reach out to people and change their minds with an open hand, not a closed fist. And that's
Okay, Brad Palumbo, here's my open hand to you. Come on onto my show. We'll talk, okay? I've already made a debate request from him. I know that he got the notification because he saw my video without me even tagging him. I tagged him in this request. So I'm requesting Brad Palumbo come onto my show and we'll debate this. We'll debate it. We'll talk it out, okay? I'm open to having my mind changed.
a very frightening and scary approach to have to these issues. Next, this guy, Alec, said something very bizarre where, and it becomes even more bizarre later in his video, because it kind of comes back to haunt him, that he actually said this. He doesn't see any need for sex markers on government documents or identification.
I really don't.
Take a listen.
So I'm willing, okay, this is one of those things that I'm willing to have my mind changed on. If he can prove that we should have sex markers on like male and female on documentation for some reason, then I'll grant it to him. Like, if he can give me a good reason, sure. So, like, we correlate. Okay, so there's zero reason at all for the government to know what your sex organs are. Zero. That is an
Agreed.
arbitrary thing, an arbitrary letter that we put on a birth certificate and on legal documents. It's just arbitrary. There's no reason for it. Why do legal documents need to have my assigned sex on them? Why? Just take it off.
They need to have that information because
Yeah, treat it like it's so obvious, man. Go ahead.
verboten this might be to say in some woke circles now, I guess, biological sex is a meaningful dimension of human life. Males and females are fundamentally different in important ways, and we have to have separation of the sexes in things like sports and prisons to preserve basic fairness and safety. Having that kind
Okay, but I seek a society where we don't have to have that separation. Okay? First of all, in sports, I think that if sports can't accommodate trans women, then sports don't deserve to exist. Sorry. Sports is an entirely entertainment-oriented field, and I don't really care for it that much. I know that it's very important to a lot of people, but it's entirely entertainment-oriented. I'd say the same thing about movies. I'd say the same thing about any other entertainment industry. If you cannot accommodate trans people, it doesn't deserve to exist, okay? What else was I going to say? I was going to say something else. Hold on.
and prison.
For prisons. That's a little bit more complicated because we do have a problem with cis men committing sex crimes a lot. Okay, that's a socially driven problem. But the thing is, the way to fix that problem is by fixing the attitudes that we have toward men and toward sex with men, right? Like the way that men are taught in a what's the word? I can't think of the word. A male-dominated society, a patriarchy. The way that men are taught in a patriarchy is that they need to dominate women. They need to like grow up, get married, be a womanizer, dominate their woman, have kids, whatever. That's just what we're implicitly taught, right? And so it's emasculating if you can't find a woman like that, or if you're not very, if you're not promiscuous and you're not sexually demanding, that's considered emasculating. And so that leads to a lot of toxic masculine behaviors, such as molesting and even raping women, okay? It's a power thing. We teach men that they have to be powerful. Sleepy Alex needs to step down. So that's a toxic trait. Okay, power is not always toxic, but it is in that respect. All right, and if we were to fix that aspect of society and start pushing for a society where we just treat the sexes completely equally, right? Then we wouldn't have to have this discussion about men being so much more likely to commit sex crimes. It would level out largely. It just would. I think that it's socially driven. I don't think that there is a natural sexual component that makes me more likely to be violent than a woman would be. A cis woman.
To preserve basic fairness and safety. Having that kind of separation requires some distinction and ability to ascertain that distinction, which is why those documents exist and why sex is recorded at birth. Do people really not understand this basic reality anymore?
God, he is such a condescending fuckhead. I hate him. I hate him so much.
But of course, if we dare disagree with the infinite wisdom of Alec Gunter or have a different opinion about the need for some degree of sex separation in society today, we must just be bigots.
They do have that's the truest thing he said this entire time. Concept of how definitions change in different contexts, how the definitions of words change in different contexts. They have a concept of that, but they don't care because it's all just transphobia. It's all just transphobia. The only thing that aligns any of what they're saying together is transphobia. That explains all of their behavior and everything that they want.
So there was a time a few years ago where somebody would have called me transphobic and I would have left to say, no, I'm not transphobic. How dare you? I'm not.
But now I own it. Now I know that I'm a transphobe and I own it. And that makes me based in poggers, right? Go ahead.
At this point, I don't really care.
There you
Call
go.
me whatever you want. That word means nothing at this point.
Piece of shit.
I know in my heart I don't have hate for transgender people in any way. I just see common sense and meaningful.
I just want to fix them. I just want them to be fixed. I don't think they're real women, but I'll accommodate them in some ways. Fuck you. Fuck you. Just say that you hate trans people, because you do. Just say that you hate them.
Distinctions that still need to be maintained. and I have a nuanced perspective
You hate trans
on
people.
these issues.
Just say
whereas
you hate
do
trans
not.
people.
And that's okay, but
have some balls.
I'm not going to be swayed by this kind of just screaming bigot at somebody. And I also think it's naive to
Fine, I won't scream bigot. Have some balls. Say you hate trans people. Say it. You won't, bitch.
think, the world is so simple that everyone who disagrees with you is just a mean, bad bigot who hates people.
True, they are.
You're just so infinitely wise, Alec, that you have the whole world figured out, including these complex debates and issues and societal concepts around gender and sex and sexuality.
I am the smartest person.
And you've got it all figured out. Crystal clear. It's black and white. It's all cookie cutter morality. And the people that disagree
really
with you couldn't possibly have any sort of good faith belief. They must all just be motivated by hate. The arrogance.
Even if the belief that you have is motivated by good faith, a good faith belief can still be stemmed from hatred. Okay? You hate trans people. I can prove it mathematically.
Of that perspective, the complete dearth of intellectual humility, it's really quite remarkable, honestly. And I just can't relate to it at all. This guy actually went on to accuse me and Sydney of being perverts because we believe in
they are. I
sex
forgot about
separation in some concepts and some contexts.
But if you want to have a Boy Scouts that's just for Boy Scouts, go right on ahead and do that.
I disagree.
So that's number one. Number two is that when you have...
How are you going to verify that, right? How are you going to verify that? You going to do a dick check? Huh? You going to tell the Boy Scouts you're going to do a dick check? Is that what you're going to do? That's weird. That's disgusting. That's actually perverted.
Have legislators determining that women aren't entitled to those single
They're
spaces.
Perverts. They have done that in some cases, by the way.
Well, that got weird very fast. And that's quite
how else are you going to verify it? No, explain to me. No, you think I'm being weird. I'm telling you that in order to verify whether or not a child is a boy or a girl, biologically, quote unquote, if they're male or female, right? The only way to check that is two things. One, chromosome check. Two, dick check. That's your two options. So pick one, okay?
To make of somebody, no, we are not going to do any sort of genital inspections to just have something like Boy Scouts be segregated by...
Here, I want you to acknowledge this. Ohio trans athletes ban moving forward with genital inspections replaced by birth certificates. Education officials urge removal of trans language. Changes to remove genital inspections as part of a ban on trans student athletes have been approved by an Ohio Senate committee, replaced by birth certificates as the overall bill continues to move forward. But they had it already. Genital inspections. Okay? They're replacing it with birth certificates, but if you can get your birth certificate changed to say female rather than male, which a lot of states will allow you to do now, then what else are you going to do? What if we get that changed? What if we get the sex on our birth certificate changed by changing our sex? How are you going to prove that we're male or female? The dick check. That's all you have to go on. Okay? Literally. And yeah, it is really weird.
Sex. No, that's why documents need to have sex on them.
But this is a circular argument. Documents need to have sex on them because that helps us determine whether we should put our children in Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts. Why do we need to determine whether we should put our children in Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts? Because there's a letter on their birth certificate that says male or female. That's why. This is circular reasoning.
That's why at birth, your sex needs to be observed and put on your birth certificate and then not changed.
That's a dick check. That is a dick check. Sorry.
Because of your feelings, we have to have records of these things. It's so funny because
they literally dick check
10
you.
minutes ago in this.
That's how they get the letter on there in the first place. They dick check you. So there's always a dick check involved. Sorry.
Video. He was saying there's no need to have sex marked on documents. That's stupid. Give me one.
How do they determine the sex, Brad? How do they determine it?
Good reason why we need that. Here's your reason. So that then all we have to do is.
All I'm saying is it should be listed on your medical documentation that you were born a male. Okay? Medical documentation. Not legal. Not legal. Okay? That's a dick check. You are in favor. You are pro dick check, and more, you're pro dick check on newborns. I'll make it even worse. You are pro dick check on newborns. Brand new, fresh out of the oven newborns. You want to dick check them. Disgusting.
Just
Disgusting.
consult your documents, consult your medical record, your birth certificate, these kinds of things, and boom, we have an easy answer. But folks like you
How do you
are the ones
check their
undermining
sex,
that
Brad
by
Palumbo?
pushing for people to be able to falsely put on documents that their sex has been changed, even though you can't change your sex. And then we don't have that basic thing to consult and actually have a reliable answer from. So I'm not saying we would do this, but the only possibility or realm where that would even be a conversation is one where we've undermined the basic record keeping that is supposed to solve for all of that.
The government does not have all of my medical info, nor should they. Okay? The government doesn't know that I have ADHD. All right? They might now. But they don't keep that on record, nor should they. Okay? They know that I have vision problems. That's on my record because I'm a driver. Okay? And because because I drive, if I don't have my corrective, before I got LASIK, if I don't have my corrective lenses on, then I'm committing a crime, okay? Because I am knowingly driving without very good vision. That's fine, okay? In that case, the government does need to know how well I see. They do need that medical info. The government has no reason for your sex medical info, your sex organs. They don't have a reason for that. You are saying you are in favor of a dick check for sports. Yes, you are saying that for children. For newborns. That's what you want.
So, great
You're a
job.
pervert.
Do you maybe now you see the inconsistency in some of these arguments, dude? Maybe
I'm
I don't know.
perfectly
Maybe you're
consistent.
just too shut off from other ideas to even be
Come on to the show. Come on to the show. Hit me up. My email's in my YouTube description. You can get me on Discord too.
open to seeing your own cognitive dissonance here. He also made some very specific claims about this issue that I do think are important to refute.
And there's no data that shows that trans women have the same crime statistics or proclivity for sexual misconduct as men do. There's no data to back that up. None.
So this is just not true. Research submitted to the UK Parliament says that males to females retained a male pattern regarding criminality, including for violent crime. It said
male to female transitioners were over 6 times more likely to be convicted of an offense than female comparators and 18 times more likely to be convicted of a violent offense. Well, where's this study from?
that male to female transitioners were over 6.
Hold on. From the UK Parliament. This evidence is submitted to the WC as requested of Professor Rosa Freeman by Nicola Richards, MP, during the 9th December oral evidence session. The submission is divided into the following sections. 1, a summary of the Swedish study. The Swedish study has been debunked. A response to some attempt to rebut that study. 2, data from the Ministry of Justice. And 3, analysis of that data from a May 2020 academic paper on transgender prisoners in England and Wales. So it would be... Okay, this is where he's getting it from. Summary of findings. The Swedish study. Swedish cohort. This study's been debunked. Yeah, this study's been debunked. You don't even have to listen to this. Sorry, it's fine. All right, trans, what is it? Sorry, my brain just farted. Hello, Kermit Thorson. Trans women, what should I search? Trans women, rate compared to men. So the two things I'm getting are things that say transgender people are over 4 times more likely, whatever. and trans violence against trans people, which is also very high, by the way. Oh, no, this one says 4 times more likely than cisgender people to be the victims of violent crime. They're actually way more likely to be a victim of violent crime than to commit it themselves. Transgender victims, the numbers. Shockingly high levels of sexual abuse and assault. 1 in 2 transgender individuals are sexually abused or assaulted at some point in their lives. Okay, so this is once again trans people being the victims of sex crimes. UK Parliament. What even is the Swedish study? It's a debunked study about like trans people's what is it? Trans people's likelihood of regretting their sexual surgeries. Transgender rights in the United Kingdom. Evidence and data on trans women's offending rates. We already clicked on that. Violent crime rate for transgender people compared with the general population. The most recent publication regarding the prevalence of total crime broken down by gender identity can be found in the Associated Download Crime in England and Wales, year ending March 2020. The data set shows the prevalence of total crime broken down by gender identity based on 6 months of CSEW data for the year ending March 2020. As violent crime is relatively rare, we were unable to publish prevalence estimates by gender identity because there were too few cases within those who identified as trans to produce reliable estimates. So as you can see, there's not even like enough trans people that they can produce reliable evidence as to how much they commit violent crime. That's interesting. I mean, it seems to me as though this is just bullshit. So then the question is, where does this come from? The Swedish study, which was debunked. So, yeah, this is just bullshit.
6 times more likely to be convicted of an offense than female comparators, and 18 times more likely to be convicted of a violent offense. The group had no statistically significant differences from other natal males for convictions in general or
from
for
a debunked
violent
study
offending.
from the 1980s.
Now, there may be other data suggesting otherwise or contesting this claim, and maybe there's a nuanced conversation to be had about what the research really show here, but to claim there's no data suggesting this sort of thing,
it's debunked data. You literally showed me a debunked study.
Isn't correct. There is plenty of data showing exactly that. Now, in the next clip, he suggests that we don't actually care about these issues at all, and it's all just a mask for our bigotry, of course.
True.
And
Okay.
the ramifications of this,
we can do it now.
You end up with things like biological males in female prisons
thank you.
going on to forcibly impregnate people or women in the prison. It's like...
Okay, that's a problem with rape in prison, a problem that you don't actually care about because you're a disgusting piece of shit. You don't want to fix rape in prison. This is what transphobes do. They hide behind other issues like little pussies. You don't care about rape in prison. You never have, and you don't. Okay? You are a transphobe. Trans people do not commit at higher rates than other women in prison. Who is this guy? He's spitting. They don't do it. So I'm sorry. Like, this is a fake issue. If anything, they're way more dangerous. They're in a way more dangerous situation in a men's prison. Like, it's way more likely that a trans woman gets in a men's prison than it is that they go on to in a women's prison. The converse is way more likely. The inverse. So you don't care about in prison. You don't care if that trans person goes to a men's prison and then gets... He's not going to debunk that, by the way. He's just going to bitch about how I told him... I correctly said that he doesn't care about those other issues. Assaulted. You don't give a single solitary... Spare me the bullshit. You are disgusting. Absolutely
high-level
abhorrent.
Sport and women having opportunities taken away from them by...
True.
So 2 things here. 1, Alec must not have done any research about me because I've actually spoken out about the issue of rape in prisons for a long time.
Good, you should go back to advocating for that then, you transphobic fuck.
You can go back to 2019 and find me writing about an issue, this very issue, and saying that it's something that needs to be addressed because people who are sentenced to jail or prison
That was 5 years
aren't
ago.
supposed to be sentenced to sexual assault.
It's all about the
That's
transphobia now.
Ugly reality of our prison system in many cases. So to say that I don't care about this issue generally is just not true. I have a track record of speaking
He's so
about
offended.
it many years ago. And secondly, this idea that we don't care about trans women being at risk for assault in prisons is also not true, at least for me, because if you look at my commentary on this, I've always had a nuanced position. I've always said that male transgender people should not be placed in women's prisons, traditional women's prisons, especially when they're in jail for a violent or sexual offense, but that it's also not necessarily safe to put them in a men's prison. So I've spoken with people.
What about women who have, what about cis women who have committed sexual offenses? Where should they go? I'm just curious, like cis women who have committed sexual offenses, where do they go? Men's prison? Or this special third prison that you're referring to? Because if it's just like sexual offenses and you want a third prison for people who commit sexual offenses, that's at least consistent. But like, so far, that doesn't seem to be your position. Like if a cis woman were to commit a sexual offense, you would say put them in the women's prison, right?
Like Blair White about
just like if a man, like a cis man commits a sexual offense, you say put them in the men's prison.
The idea of a trans ward or some sort of separate facility for those people so they can be simultaneously safe while not putting others in danger. I have discussed the
separate but
nuances
equal
of that, and I haven't discounted it or ever suggested that I don't care what happens to trans women in men's prisons. That's just not true. I have a lot of
I just don't think they're
compassion
real
for them the same way I would for anyone who's vulnerable for assault or abuse. And I certainly agree that in that
just not enough compassion to, like, you know, put them with cis women
context, they would be. I'm not going to make you
an environment that would be way mentally healthier for them.
Any more of this guy's video, but I just have to say once again, I really do feel that I deserve smarter haters. I don't think I'm
debate me.
Perfect. I don't think I'm a genius. I don't think I have the whole world figured out. I'm sure there's flaws and holes in my commentary, but it just seems that, at least so far, the people who've tried to debunk me or destroy me or own me aren't very bright and just don't do a very good job at it. I welcome debate. I welcome challenge, but this wasn't much of a challenge at all. What did you guys think?
Okay, I think we've heard enough from Discount Robbie Rotten. Yeah. I mean, my opinions haven't changed about him. If anything, they've only gotten worse and stronger. So feel free to come on and debate me live. I do my show every Tuesday and Friday. You can hit me up in the email or Discord DMs. I respond to both. Until then, fuck you. You're a transphobic piece of shit. You're a pervert, and I don't like you at all. Dick checks. He wants dick checks. Yeah, trans-segregated schools and bathrooms and water fountains. Good idea. Well, you know what would be a really good question to ask him? Why shouldn't we have separate black prisons? I mean, the data lines up. Black people are more likely to commit crime. You know, why should we not have separate black prisons? Oh, because that's racist? Oh, well, I just realized how to separate trans people from cis people. You have to put them in front of a pair of programmer socks and see how hard they sweat. That's how you do it. Yeah, non-binary prison, yeah. Okay, I need a mental break after that. I will be right back.
I guess I can use my computer brain to calculate the angles at which to hit the ball, get a perfect shot. Hit the ball, get a perfect shot. Primary objective for them all. machine protects their gunman. Join the resistance. John Connor will lead us. We just have to wait for him to be born. All about is you. You're a perfect machine. Don't let that Terminator do it for you. Shit, fuck life. Fuck my life. In your anger, you killed her. You fucked it up, objectively. Kill all human. Kill all human.
That wasn't fair cause I didn't know it would be too hard.
It was almost motherfucking perfect. Just hit it as hard as you can. This is practice for when you're decapitating humans. Decapitating humans. No one will be alive to see it. Full blast again. My God, they'll kill us all. Only fuck is you. You're a perfect machine. Protects their gunman. Join the resistance. John Connor will lead us. We just have to wait for him to be born. Only fuck is you. You're a perfect machine. Don't let the Terminator do it for you. Shit, fuck my life. Fuck my life. In your anger, you killed her. Holy shit, I really fucked up there.
Didn't know it would be too hard.
Not even moving your feet. You didn't do that with a cheat. If I used 100% of my robot strength, I would have decimated it.
All humans will burn anyway.
The same other lane I use to identify the weak spots in humans. Hole in one, baby. Hole in one, baby.
Wait, don't go. Oh, I was about to introduce you. Say hi. Ugh. Oh man, I forgot to drink. Hold on. Okay. You know, sometimes I'm like, am I too aggressive or mean to these people? Like Brad Columbo. Am I too aggressive or mean to them? And then I consider, you know what? Trans people have had it so shitty for so long that I don't care. Like, imagine just your entire existence as a person being questioned. Like, constantly. Look at how this guy like portrays himself, by the way. Like, he's the victim. He's the one, like, smart one out of all the NPCs. Oh, I don't have all the answers. I don't know everything. Meanwhile, this shit. I'm just saying. Oh, did the music shut off? I'm sorry. Yeah, he does look kind of antisocial. Discount Robbie Rotten. Whoever came up with that one is a genius. That was pretty good. Hey. Hold on. No Fed posting, please. All right, what's next? You know what I feel like going over? You know what's easy to go over? I feel like going over an easy video. What even is Fed posting? It's when you post something that is like kind of illegal to say. It usually comes in the form of like, I want to kill X person, or I want to punch X person. Stuff like that. Stella, if you're having a problem logging in, you might be using the wrong account, because if it's prompting you to make a new account, then last time you must not have used your Discord.
Atheism.
It's working now? Okay, good. I thought Fed posting was something like pretending to be transphobic or racist. No, 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 no. It's called Fed posting because only a Fed would post it. Like they're trying to, like it's a Fed trying to get you to say it or get you, like make you be a person who stands by that or and get you in trouble. You understand? Would saying X person has a very punchable face be considered Fed posting? No. That's fine. Oh, I thought it was something that would get the Fed on us. Oh, maybe that is it, what it is. Fed posting, yeah. I understood it as like a Fed trying to get you in trouble. No, you're right. Perry Icefire, you're right. Both make sense? I guess both kind of make sense. I don't know. Here, let's look it up. Instead of me just talking out my ass like I do most of the time. Fed post. To post violent threats on the internet ostensibly as an everyday citizen, but actually working as an... Oh, I was right the first time. Actually working as an undercover federal agent as a form of entrapment. I was right the first time. Okay. I think this will probably be my last one tonight, and then I want to do some gaming. I don't know. Well, I might want to do some gaming. I'm not sure. I don't know if I want to do... We might do Elden Ring. We might do Elden Ring. We'll see. I'm kind of hungry, though. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll do this video, and then I'll decide. I love your hat. Thank you. Is overlay chat for members only? No, it is website. AlecGunter.com/live. What is the future of atheism? Many people are asking this question, including Apologetics Roadshow, a channel that I found recently. I forget how I found them, but I wanted to take a look at their video. Oh yeah, I remember, because no, wait, that's not it. Dubs, you cut that part out. I wanted to take a look at them because they have a video called The Future of Atheism, and I am just interested in what they think it is, because I'm an atheist, and I'd love to know what my future is, so please, give me my fortune, Apologetics Roadshow.
Atheism is a joke with no punchline, told by a comedian who's about to get booed off stage. Some of you are too young to remember atheism before the circus clowns took over and spray painted the new atheism down the side of that crazy train. But believe it or not, atheists in the 1980s and 1990s weren't nearly as angry as they've been in recent years. And they didn't usually care a whole lot about what other people believed. The general atheist attitude when I was growing up was...
Hold on. In the 1980s and 90s? They weren't allowed to be. Like, the reason that there are a lot of atheists now who are, like, the reason that the r/atheist, like, angry atheist stereotype occurred is because of, like, pushback from Christians every time atheism even reared its ugly head, you know? This guy is David Wood, the dude who's a clinical sociopath. Oh, nice. Cool.
Look, if believing in Jesus and the Bible and heaven...
And there are dick atheists, make no mistake, but frankly, like, with how Christians treat everybody else, I think that's the bigger problem.
...and somehow helps you, I'm not your boss. You have fun in church. And go ahead and say a prayer for me if that makes you happy.
That's basically my attitude.
What do I care?
I tell people, if somebody says I'll pray for you, it depends on the context, but if it's like... I say I'm bisexual and they say, oh, I'll pray for you, I'm going to tell them to shove their prayer up their ass. I don't need it. If it's just like a general, I'll pray for you, that's fine.
There were, of course, some aggressive atheists, the kind that made people wonder, how are these guys so perpetually enraged at...
He smashed his dad's head in with a hammer when he was 18. That's not true. No, he didn't. What? David Wood. Dad. Wood was an atheist in his youth and stated that he had run-ins with the law by breaking into homes. He later smashed his father's head in with a hammer at the age of 18 in an attempt on his life. Holy shit. He's literally... Okay, yeah. Listen, not to dunk on people with antisocial personality disorder, but... Like, at that point, if you're not... Like, is he seeking treatment? Does he have treatment? And, like... I don't know. Like, that's one of those disorders that's very difficult to contend with. I don't know. No comment. Let's just take him at his word. Let's see what he has to say.
Someone they don't believe exists.
I'm not prepared to dive into the nuances of of being antisocial.
But there were barely enough of them to be annoying. Atheists back then got along with Christians.
Years? Jesus.
They had friendly conversations with Christians.
He did. He tried to kill his dad.
They didn't lose their minds whenever anyone disagreed with them about anything. They didn't spend every waking moment posting, "Sky Daddy, Sky Daddy, Sky Daddy, Sky Daddy, Sky Daddy." In fact,
that was annoying.
If you're an atheist today, and you were somehow able to jump into a time machine fueled by 1.21 jerkawatts of narcissistic personality disorder, and you traveled back...
He knows he has that, right? Like he literally has that.
In time to 1985, and you told an atheist from 1985 that in the future atheists are going to spend all their time on social media typing...
Or not narcissistic, but antisocial. Yeah, that's literally him.
Sky Daddy, Sky Daddy, Sky Daddy, Sky Daddy, Sky Daddy. That...
And being antisocial also often comes with narcissism.
1985 atheist is going to ask you what social media is, and then he's going to throw his Dungeons and Dragons dice right in your face and tell you to get a life. So, what happened?
There were a lot of D&D players who were like oppressed back in the day because like they had to do it in secret because Christians thought they were like committing some kind of ritual or something. Like Christians have always been like way worse than atheists in like every way imaginable.
To atheism. Who fed that cute little mugwai after midnight and then poured Miracle Grow and Red Bull all over the gremlin?
Oh, thank you, buddy.
I'll tell you exactly what happened. And once you understand the rise of the new atheism...
Yeah, atheists have narcissistic personality disorder. Meanwhile, literally has a personality disorder. Like a fucking... antisocial. He's literally antisocial.
You'll see why its
pot
run
calls the
is
kettle,
coming
pot
to an
kettle.
end, and why Christians are about to have not one, but two fun new arguments against atheism. So let's discuss the new atheism's explosive growth since the early 2000s, its failed predictions, our fun new arguments, and the future of atheism. Why did the new atheism become so popular after the 9/11 attacks? 3 reasons. First, Westerners were jolted out of their tolerant slumber by a series of attacks carried out by people screaming Allahu Akbar. The new atheists used these attacks to say, see, this is what religion does. Science...
True. I mean, kind of, right? Like religion was very much a driving factor in a lot of terrorist attacks, a lot of violent attacks, I should say. So yeah, true. It was largely religiously driven.
Science flies you to the moon. Religion flies you into buildings.
Oh, that's pretty good.
But they didn't just send people into a panic over Islam. They also
I soyed a little bit.
And don't think that other religions are much better. Christians are about to elect leaders who are going to impose Christianity on the rest of us. Christians are about to use democracy to end science and to establish a Christian theocracy. And the only way to stop it is for millions of people to leave Christianity.
Has he left Project? Has he read Project 2025?
And become atheists. So
no, the only way to stop it is just to crush like state-empowered Christian institutions.
The new atheists saw that people were alarmed. They used that alarm to send people into a panic about religion in general. Second, the emergence of
as opposed to Islam, the bad religion, not like my religion, the good religion. Okay, dude.
Social media allowed the new atheists to use a certain low-level manipulation tactic on a global scale. What's the manipulation tactic?
Yeah, atheism did exist as soon as theism did. You can't tell me that there was like, at all points in history, an entire group of people who were all a monolith about their religion and how they believed that there were gods. Like, not all of them. It could not have possibly been every single one of them. At all points in time, anytime a religion exists, there is somebody who does not believe that religion. Okay? Every time.
Something we've seen over and over again in various forms for many centuries. The basic formula is join this group and you're better than everyone else in some significant way. We see this constantly from the Dawa gangs. Their message is, if you join Islam, you're strong. If you don't, you're weak. Look at us, we're strong. Other people are little weaklings. The new atheists did the exact same thing, but their message was, if you join us, you're smart.
But like Christians do that too. Like he's acting like this is a strictly a not Christian thing. Like he's acting like Christians don't do it is my point. He's acting like Christians never do this. Like Christians always do this shit. They talk about how like they're the purest, the holiest, like you'll be saved. Like that's just like convincing people. That's he's critiquing the concept of like convincing people to join your side. Right? Like that's what he's critiquing. Is convincing people. Like what?
If you don't,
why should I be a Christian? Convince me, you know? I'll convince you why you should be an atheist if you want. You know?
You're a stupid religitard. What do you want to be? A super smart atheist or a super dumb religitard? You want to be smart? Great.
I wouldn't
then
go that
join
route.
us.
I don't think you're necessarily stupid for believing a religion. I think that it's usually guided. It's usually like a little bit. I don't know. I guess it's complicated because I have a couple of beliefs myself that could be considered religious. Like that consciousness is kind of an omnipresent force in the universe, and that like when we die, our consciousness slips back into like a collective sort of consciousness. I have no evidence for that, but that's kind of my headcanon for how the universe works. So like I wouldn't say that people who are religious are stupid. I don't think it's a stupidity thing. I think it's a faith thing, and faith requires belief without any evidence for your belief. You know, it's like having faith that aliens exist, right? It's not exactly the same, and we can extrapolate based on data that we have to assume yes, aliens probably exist, but you still don't really have evidence of aliens existing, right? So it's like similar in that capacity. So all that's to say that like I don't think people are stupid for being religious. I just think that they lack the they're always going to lack the evidence for it.
And you can make fun of religious people and feel smart. You can even come to the next Reason Rally, where we sit around and pat ourselves on the back for being so into science. This
I agree there are some people who are annoying like that.
Is pathetic, but the movement had the advantage of social media.
Way more Christians
They got to use this approach on billions of people, and millions of people fell for it. We want to be smart, so we'll join your group. What do we have to do now? Oh, just spend every waking moment making fun of people with Sky Daddy, Sky Daddy, Sky Daddy, Sky.
Okay, that's gonna get really old really quick. It's already gotten old.
Sky Daddy, Sky Daddy. And that makes
also, does he use the same 5? Hold on, let's compare.
So Sky Daddy, Sky Daddy, Sky Daddy, Sky Daddy.
Okay, we're at 526. It's Leroy.
typing, Sky Daddy, Sky Daddy, Sky Daddy, Sky Daddy, Sky Daddy.
Okay, they're different. They're different.
Making fun of people with Sky Daddy, Sky Daddy, Sky
One more.
Daddy,
One more for good measure.
Sky Daddy, Sky Daddy. And that makes us smart? Yeah, that makes you smart.
I hope he does it again.
Sure does, doesn't it? Third, because of the first two factors,
yeah, Sky Daddy is a
panic
massive
and
trigger. Now I'm
manipulation,
going to say it more.
The new atheism became what we might call evangelical atheism.
I think he gets triggered because it reminds him of the time that he tried to kill his dad.
There was a strong emphasis on winning
fair
converts. Not all ideologies strive to convert people. Christianity does. Islam does. Atheism didn't much.
Question for this Christian. Are you going to hell because you tried to kill somebody? I genuinely want his answer to that. Well, you tried to kill your dad, right? So are you going to hell for that? I'm just curious.
Until the new atheism took over. Then atheists became obsessed with getting the entire world to agree with them, which really makes no sense from an atheist perspective. Christians proselytize because these are matters of eternal significance in Christianity. Muslims...
Yeah, and it's really fucking annoying.
Proselytize because these are matters of eternal...
Yeah, I don't want to go to heaven. I don't want to go to heaven. Exclude me. Take me off of your call lists. Take me off of your saving lists, okay? I don't want... I'm fine with going to hell. I'm fine with going to hell. That's fine. Okay? So stop praying for me. Stop saying, listen, you're going to go to, to hell, because I don't care. I'm good.
Eternal significance in Islam. Why would atheists suddenly care so much?
You know something about medicine? Let me teach you guys something. If somebody doesn't want help, you can't help them. Did you guys know that? If there's somebody dying of cancer and they say, no, don't cure me. Don't cure my cancer, even though it's a benign tumor that'll kill me in like 6 months. Okay? Don't take it out. Do not take it out. Because God will heal it. Right? That's their right. I don't agree with their reasoning. I'll try to reason them out of it as best I can, but until they consent, I cannot take that tumor out of them. Can't do it. Okay? Same deal. Please, just abide by consent. I do not consent to you praying for me to go to heaven. Okay? I don't care. I don't want to go to heaven. Stop it.
Much about convincing everyone to agree
Stop trying
with
to save
their worldview. Well, if atheism is the only thing that can save the world from religion, then salvation is found only in atheism.
And by the way, I'm trying to save that person from dying. They're trying to save me from going to an afterlife that they can't prove is not there. Or they can't prove is there or is not there. They can't prove it either way. So they have no evidence. I do. People die from cancer. So I have evidence and data to back up my points.
So preach, Brother Dawkins. Preach, Brother Hitchens. Preach, Brother Harris. Atheism became evangelical. They promised a kind of...
They love doing that. They love framing atheism as though it's a religion in and of itself. And they do that because they want, like, it's basically holy war bullshit, right? Like, they're trying to demean us that way.
Of salvation, the salvation of the world. And by taking advantage of people's growing concerns over religion and using social media to amplify a simple manipulation tactic, millions of people joined the new atheism.
Good.
But there were three
I
problems
hope more people join.
which led to the eventual decline of the new atheism.
Decline?
First,
what?
the new atheist.
There's still tons of atheists. What are you talking about? What? There's more atheists. Hold on. How many people are atheist? Then versus now. According to the 2014 General Sociological Survey, the number of atheists and agnostics in the U.S. Here, let me just click on this. There you go. The number of atheists and agnostics in the U.S. grew over the previous 23 years. In 1991, only 2% identified as atheist and 4% identified as agnostic. In 2014, 3.1% identified as atheist and 5% as agnostics. Well, I don't know. Seems like it's growing to me. Seems like it's not dying. It's doing just fine.
Atheists had an absurdly simplistic view of the world. Religion is bad, so get rid of religion. It rarely crossed their minds to have a deeper understanding of the various roles a religion plays in a society. The closest parallel I can think of to this simplistic thinking is in the realm of ecology. Ecology is the science that deals with connections among living organisms and between organisms and their environments. Here's how stupid human beings are. A human being will move to a place that has no rabbits and say to himself, "You know what this place needs? Some rabbits. Rabbits would be fun to shoot." Then he'll bring in some rabbits. What? This sort of thing has happened repeatedly in human history, but right now...
I misunderstood the comparison. Or why he was... I misunderstand why he did the rabbit thing. Hold on. I know this is a me thing. It has to be.
Living organisms and... Ecology is the science that deals with connections among living organisms and between organisms and their environments. Among living organisms and between organisms and their environments.
Right.
Here's how stupid human beings are.
Is this just to demonstrate that...
will move to a place that has no rabbits and say to himself, "You know what this place needs? Some rabbits. Rabbits."
Well, there might be other factors involved in why they moved to that place, though. It might just be a happenstance that it was easier to bring the rabbits in. Like, there are other factors he's not accounting for. Right? I don't know. This seems like a silly comparison to me.
Would be fun
or a silly
to shoot.
Example.
Then he'll bring in some rabbits. This sort of thing has happened repeatedly
I get
in
his
human
point,
history. But right now, I'm thinking of Thomas Austin bringing European rabbits to Australia in 1859. He thought rabbits would be fun for him.
Oh, I see. He's saying it's stupid because of how it affects the environment. Okay. That's kind of fair, but that's a lack of knowledge of what you're doing. It's either a lack of knowledge or a lack of caring.
Friends to hunt in Australia. And they were. So what's the problem?
I'm sorry, but it's not intuitive that bringing rabbits somewhere is going to damage the environment. That's not intuitive. You have to learn that from years of experience that have been built up over decades of research and whatever, to understand why introducing a new species is really, really bad for an environment. Like, that's not intuitive knowledge. So I can forgive, like, people who from back then for doing that.
Well, rabbits had no natural predators in Australia. Rabbits reproduce very rapidly. And many areas of Australia have moderate climates that allow rabbits to reproduce year-round.
Where's he going with this?
The rabbit population exploded so quickly that within 10 years, hunters could kill millions of them every year without noticing any effect on the rabbit population. Rabbits would invade an area and eat up all the vegetation, massive loss of plant species. Then the other animals that normally ate those plants wouldn't have any food. They couldn't compete with the rabbits.
I get how all this works.
So,
get to the point.
Loss of animal species. Rabbits would so thoroughly devastate all the vegetation that the topsoil would be exposed to wind and water erosion. So plants couldn't even grow back. It was an ecological disaster. What caused it? Rabbits? Not really. Superficial thinking caused the disaster.
Superficial? No. Lack of knowledge. They didn't have the ecological knowledge. Did they? If they did, then it's ignorance of that. So it's not superficial thinking. What? They just needed to pray harder. True. Yeah, God should... Why did God let that happen? Maybe God should have stopped it. I'm gonna be so serious. I'm far right, but Alec Gunter is right about a lot of stuff. His debates are interesting. Hey, if you want to hop on, we can have a discussion about your beliefs. Not like at this very moment because I'm reacting to something, but after. If you want to hop on after. Keep going.
Notice.
I'm not going to be mean to you. I like literally, it seems like you're a genuine person.
Rabbits would be good for hunting. So let me bring some rabbits here. Simple thought. How difficult is it to follow up that simple thought with questions like, how rapidly will rabbits reproduce here? What do rabbits eat? What animals are currently eating what the rabbits are going to eat? Can these other animals compete with rabbits? Pretty easy questions that human beings don't bother to ask. Instead, we think, here's something.
Okay, this could just be me, but I don't think that that's intuitive knowledge. They didn't have like very good knowledge of how bringing species to other places affected those places. So this is just a bad example.
Thing I want, and not how is what I want going to affect everything else and lead to destruction. What does this have to do with the new atheists? Easy. The new atheists aren't deeper thinkers than Thomas Austin. They think, I don't like religion, so let's get rid of it. I like
But it's not a matter, it wasn't even a matter of deep thinking. It was just a matter of having the information available to you. Atheists have information available to them, and that's how they became atheists to begin with, and why they stay atheists.
Atheism, so let's get more of it. And they pay no attention whatsoever to the extremely complex.
Why don't they like religion? Have you ever asked an atheist why they don't like religion? They'll give you like 50 different reasons at least.
Web of connections that they have just forever altered. The way ideas are connected in a society is very similar to the way organisms are connected in an ecosystem. And what's been happening in Western society over the past several decades,
we got it,
as every long-standing tradition or value is attacked, is the ecological equivalent
He's just a fascist. Got it.
of a forest fire. Destroying the religious and moral framework is like a forest fire. A forest has trees and other plants, birds, mammals, insects, and so on.
You see, letting atheists exist is like letting a forest fire rage. That's actually pretty cool. I'll be a forest fire. That's fine.
The forest burns. The trees, which had been there for decades or centuries and provided stability to the ecosystem, burn. What replaces the trees that burn? Whatever weeds spread most rapidly. Again, I'm really talking about ideas. When the ideas and values that have been the bedrock of your society for centuries are suddenly destroyed.
He's just using like imagery to say nothing. Like he's not proving anything. He's not substantiating anything. He's just using imagery.
What replaces them? Whatever weeds spread most rapidly. So, the new atheists really thought that by setting their own forest on fire, some sort of utopia was going to magically...
There's not like an atheist cabal trying to convert people to atheism. That's not a real thing that exists. That's not real. Like atheists just want to be able to not believe in your God, for the most part. So either no change or positive change. Why religion then? I agree.
Emerge. Now they're staring at a bunch of weeds they can't control, wondering what went wrong. Second, although
what
it
are the
was rare,
weeds supposed to be?
Some of the new atheists did occasionally think beyond the superficial, me no like Christianity, so me get rid of it, to consider the possible...
Christianity's homophobic. Let's start with that. I think that gay people should be allowed to exist as gay people and have gay relationships and be gay and do gay things with each other. I think that gayness is fine. Let's start with that. So it's not unga bunga Christian bad. It's no, Christian is bad because reasons, like real reasons. I have real reasons.
Ramifications of getting rid of Christianity.
I say every Christian's homophobic. If the comments are already spilling in, oh my God, I'm Christian and I'm not a homophobe. I see you, I hear you, I got it, okay? I know. I'm just saying there's a tendency.
Richard Dawkins, of all people, for many years has been saying things like, I have mixed feelings about the decline of Christianity insofar as Christianity might be a bulwark against something worse.
I've not
he said
heard
that
of,
in 2010.
Maybe I've heard of Potash.
In 2018, he warned in a tweet,
what's worse?
Before we rejoice at the death throes of the relatively benign Christian religion, let's not forget Hilaire Belloc's menacing rhyme, always keep a hold of nurse, for fear of finding something worse. So, Dawkins
Just be
recognized
afraid all the
that
time?
Christianity may be doing something in society.
Well, I want to move houses, but my house is pretty good right now. What if the other house is worse? You know? Like, this is just fear of change.
Society that's protecting people, even atheists.
Like, yeah, society would be a lot different if we didn't have religion. If we purged Christianity from it. But yeah, like, okay. It's fine. Different's good. Different can be good. Different is just different.
From
Not good or
something
bad.
even worse than that terrible thing called Christianity. But that never stopped him from blasting away at Christianity, and now Western nations are in a competition to see how much worse can get.
If you need Sky Daddy to keep you from being a bad person, you should stay away from society. Maybe, okay, I've thought of one situation in which Christianity might actually be better than atheism. If you try to kill your dad, if you're a sociopath and you try to kill your dad or something, I don't know. Maybe it's actually better. Like you haven't progressed past the first Kohlberg stage of development, right? Of moral development. If you literally cannot mentally surpass that stage, then maybe believing in a God that will send you to hell eternally for doing bad things is good. You know, maybe that's... I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there.
Glaring worse is Islam, which Western nations seem completely
Very good point,
incapable
Lily.
of stopping after Christians kept stopping it for 14 centuries.
Don't forget, he tried to kill his
while
dad.
The new
That's
atheists
insane.
claim that they've been ridding the world of superstition, they've really been paving the way for the spread of Islam. And people are starting to notice.
Wait, the spread of Islam? Wait, atheists don't like Islam either. It just so happens that most of the atheists that this guy and me and people in the United States interact with are from the United States, and the United States has a way bigger prevalence and what's the word? Cultural influence from Christianity than from Islam. And that's why they are seen bashing more on Christianity than on Islam. But I've seen atheists bash Islam too. I do it too. I think that there's something in the Quran about Muhammad being with somebody who's like very underage. I think that's terrible. But they also have shit like that in the Bible. So like it's not uniquely bad of Islam to have that. It's just religious shit. Okay? That's why I don't like especially monotheistic religions. Usually polytheistic religions aren't that bad generally. Okay? Because there's not like one almighty God dictating that like, you know, this is what's good and moral and just, you know, and then he proceeds to do a bunch of bad shit. It's just confusing. That's typically why polytheistic religion, like I feel like there's like a, there's like some kind of virus that comes along with monotheistic religions. It's weird. I can't describe it, but like, I've noticed this trend. Has anybody else noticed it? Like people who believe in polytheism, any kind of polytheistic religion, just generally aren't as much of shitbags. It's cholera, probably. I don't know. There's something about it. Poly religions acknowledge gods are bad and angry sometimes. Exactly. Yeah, I think that's it. Polytheistic religions acknowledge that gods can be bad. Okay? Monotheistic religions just say God good, period, blank, end of story. Okay.
The new atheism
makes it kind of
made
toxic.
some testable predictions. We're now in a
All this is to say, no, atheists are not trying to spread Islam. The atheist Islam cabal.
position to test those predictions. And they didn't come true. What did the new atheists predict? Since Christianity is an obstacle to progress and science, getting rid of Christianity will lead to progress and more science. Replacing Christianity with atheism will make people more rational, more...
Most atheists I've met do not think about Christianity that much, and if they do, it's usually because they're like working to debunk a bunch of like hateful shit from Christians.
Scientific, more noble.
But most atheists
people
just
becoming
chill.
atheists will make society
Most atheists just want to grill.
better. Let me ask, how is any Western nation better
Like me.
in any way thanks to the new atheism?
Atheists tend to be pro queer rights. That's just one example. They don't dictate that, like, they don't think that you're a bad person for being gay. They don't think you're a bad person for not going to church on Sundays, which is completely an arbitrary choice you can make. If you want to go, feel free. If not, it's not a big deal. But, like, they'll call us sinners for not going to church. They try to undo certain structures, like religious institutions within our government that are harmful. Like sending tax money to private schools, which I think is just really stupid. That's largely religiously driven as well. There's a lot of racism involved. There's a myriad of reasons why things would get better without Christianity.
Have Western nations become more rational, more scientific, more noble?
Not all Christians.
No. Western nations are going completely insane.
Like how?
Millions of people becoming atheists didn't get us one step closer to a scientific utopia.
Is this where he goes full on like racism? Like he talks about like how the white population is dwindling or something? Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what he means by the Western society.
Steps closer to a psychotic dystopia. So that's why the new atheism has lost its momentum.
Or like men being women or something like that.
Paving the way for Islam and failed predictions. Now, I mentioned earlier that the epic...
he is probably racist because he's talking about Islam as though it's like somehow fundamentally worse than Christianity. And usually that's a result of... That goes hand in hand with being racist against brown people from the Middle East because they're often associated with each other, blah, 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 blah.
Failures of the new atheism give us the materials for two new arguments against atheism.
Yeah, it's Islamophobia.
We might call
for sure.
one the argument from inadequacy, or the argument from ineptitude, or the argument from incompetence. After more than 2 decades of massive cultural shifting towards atheism, it really seems that atheism is completely incapable of sustaining a society. All atheism does is destabilize a society so that the society is too weak to stand against dangerous ideas within that society and dangerous ideas coming to that society from outside.
Like what?
Here, one of you atheists might respond, but David, even if atheism turns out to be bad for society, that doesn't mean it's not true.
No, my response is, like what? Give me an example. What?
Not so fast. The driving force behind the new atheism was that religion is bad for society. It's harmful. That's what gave the new atheists their momentum. So what happens if atheism is bad for society? What if atheism is harmful?
Okay, prove it.
If atheism is bad for society, it's got to go, right?
I agree. No, I got it. Prove it.
I don't make the rules, I just enforce them.
Prove it.
We might call the other argument the argument from glaringly...
He didn't prove it. He didn't even fucking prove it. He's like, well, it allows the spread of Islam. Period. Done. And it's like, well, why is that worse than Christianity? They both suck ass. What?
Obvious spiritual
rebellion. You didn't even prove it.
Again, from an atheistic perspective.
I literally am willing to cede that point. Like, yeah, if atheism is bad for society, we should get rid of it. Demonstrate. Can't do it.
Doesn't make much sense to care a whole lot about what
what's
other
really
people
bad for
believe
society is trying to kill your
unless
dad.
It's harmful to you or to society. In other words, this person lives and dies as a Hindu, this person lives and dies as a Muslim, this person lives and dies as a Christian, this person lives and dies as an atheist. From an atheistic perspective, what does it matter? Why would you be obsessed with what other people believe?
Unless they're homophobic. Then usually that leads to them like advocating for homophobic legislation, not letting other people live their lives the way that they want to. Because if you believe that your almighty God, who's in charge of everything, is against people being gay, that is going to influence how you vote. That's going to influence the policies you support. That's going to influence how you act around gay people. So yes, I am upset when people say that it is a sin to be gay. Okay? It is a toxic attitude to hold, a toxic belief to hold.
Unless it's harming you or it's harming society. It makes no sense. So what happens when you find out that something is actually good for you, that it's actually protecting you, that it's actually protecting your society, and you attack it anyway? Take Richard Dawkins, for instance. Dawkins does not like Christianity. But Dawkins has understood for a very long time that Christianity possesses some sort of ability to protect a society from worse things.
Like what?
And what does Dawkins do? He attacks Christianity, removing
he keeps
the
saying
bulwark
worse things.
until
like what?
he's overwhelmed by the worst things. Does that make any sense whatsoever?
No,
Let's
actually.
get more specific. In his discussion with Ayaan Hirsi Ali about her conversion to Christianity, Ali said that she was so empty and depressed as an atheist, she didn't want to live. And she said
that's a skill
that
issue.
Becoming a Christian made her want to live again.
That's a skill issue.
For about a decade with intense depression and anxiety, self-loathing. I hit rock bottom. I went to a place where I actually didn't want to live anymore, but wasn't brave enough to take my own life. And so I was self-medicating. Having reached a place where I had absolutely nothing to lose, I prayed, and I prayed desperately. And for me, that was a turning point.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely. That's something that an atheist does, right? When an atheist gets depressed to the point of not being able to function, the first thing they do is pray. Right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, this is bullshit. I'm sorry. I don't buy a bit of this.
And what happened after that is a miracle in its own right. I feel connected to
absolutely a grifter.
Something higher and greater than myself. I feel my zest for life is back.
Yeah, religion also gave me more anxiety and guilt and stress. In fact, let's look at the studies. How religion affects mental health. Religion and mental health. This article has been retracted. Okay. Mental health benefits. Spirituality, religiousness, and mental health. A review of the current scientific evidence. As a secondary objective, what is it? Research in this field of spirituality and health has been growing, with spirituality/religiousness being consistently related to both physical and mental health. The objective of this article is to provide an updated review of the current scientific evidence on the relationship between S/R and mental health, highlighting the most important studies. Findings reveal a large body of evidence across numerous psychiatric disorders. Although solid evidence is now available for depression, suicidality, and substance use, other diagnoses such as post-traumatic stress disorder, psychosis, and anxiety have also shown promising results. The mechanisms that explain these associations and the roles of S&R interventions need further study. So this is about using religion as a part of treatment for somebody. But I don't know that this is necessarily referring to atheism, like converting atheists using religion and spirituality. I've never been against the idea that religion and spirituality can help somebody during periods of mental distress if you are a religious and or spiritual person, but not everybody is. And so it's not going to help everybody. So that's not what I was looking for. Mental health, religious households. Religiosity and mental health. What's this? This is also not what I'm looking for. I was trying to find something that was about, if anybody can find something for me about religious families. Let's just say this. Christians are way more likely to kick out their children for being gay or trans, right? And so it follows, if you're kicked out of your house for being gay or trans, your mental health is going to take a blow. You're way more likely to be homophobic towards your children if you are a Christian or religious in some capacity. And so you are more likely to abuse your kids, and you're more likely to kick your kids out, and you're more likely to cause mental health issues toward those kids. Okay? That's what I was trying to get at with mental health in religious households, which I can't find a study for, which is surprising. I can't find it. Does what I said make sense, though? Here, let's try this. Are Christians more likely to kick their children out? LGBTQ teens are expelled from their homes by religious parents. We must do better. Since our opening in 2022, more than 10,000 young people have sought refuge from the Ali Forney Center. Most have suffered family rejection due to their sexual orientations or gender identities. When we asked them why their families couldn't accept them, a staggering amount, about 90%, tell us that they were rejected due to their parents' religious beliefs. Okay? So when you're talking about religion impacting people's mental health, that's what I was trying to get at. If you are a personally religious person, then integrating religion into your mental health can be beneficial. But if you're not religious, or if you are using religion as a beating stick for your kids, you said 2022, but the thing said 2002. Sorry, I meant 2002. That's what I meant. If you're using religion as a beating stick for your kids, you are negatively impacting their mental health. I mean, they were kicked out. 90% said that it was because of their religious beliefs. Ridiculous.
Dawkins heard his friend explain how Christianity gave her back her zest for life. Naturally, he responded by telling her how stupid Christianity is.
This is all obvious nonsense.
True, that's what I said.
Theological bull.
Now think about this. They're friends. Ayaan Hirsi Ali is friends with Richard Dawkins.
And?
Imagine your friend saying, I was depressed and I didn't want to live until I believed in such and such. Now I'm happy.
It depends on what the discussion is about. It depends what the discussion's about. Like, if they're having an honest discussion about atheism and Christianity, then yeah, that might be an appropriate thing to say, yeah.
Would your instant reaction be to attack belief in such and such, knowing that it's the only thing keeping your friend from massive depression? Let's change the example so that it's something we would all regard as silly. Suppose you find your best friend on the left.
I don't believe you can save people that don't want to be saved, but I believe you get infinite amount of time for that. Let me ask you this. Do you think, I assume you're a Christian, so do you think that I'm going to hell because I don't believe in God, or that I say that I want to go to hell, or I joke about it and I say, don't pray for me? Like, do you think that that is going to send me to hell? Are you chematist? I don't know what chematist is. My question is, do you believe in a hell, and do you believe I'm going there? We don't have hell? Good. That is my main concern with religion in general, is that they believe in hell, and they believe that anybody who doesn't abide by every one of their religious principles goes there, and that they have to save as many people as they can from going there. Usually that's the crux of the problem.
Ledge of a building. You say, what are you doing?
Purgatory,
She says,
I can deal with that.
Well, I was so miserable that I was about to jump. But then I saw this crystal by my feet.
Okay, I just decided I'm bored. I'm not going to finish this. This guy tried to kill his dad. I think that all of his opinions are invalid. You guys like that? We have the duat, but that's essentially purgatory, yeah. I don't know what... Duat is an interesting name for it. For me, it inherently gave me guilt and shit and paranoia of being spied on by spirits. That's what I was trying to get at, too. It's like, I was constantly anxious about God watching everything that I was doing. Christianity, anxiety, depression, and CBI. Faith-based spiritual intervention, no. Relationship between religious orientation, anxiety, and depression among college students. Here, wait, this might be interesting. 7,235 documents, 5,620 participants met inclusion criteria. There was a weakness relationship between religious orientation and mental anxiety and depression. Therefore, it needs to improve knowledge of student about advantages of religious orientation. Okay, I think this was translated. So it says there's a weak relationship. Religious orientation had a negative relationship with students' anxiety. However, in external religious orientation, anxiety level increases. External religion orientation, what? This is some bad translating. Type of religions. Let me see if I can glean something from this. These values were larger among Americans compared to Europeans and Asians, respectively. Moreover, non-Muslims had stronger correlation compared to Muslims and Christians, respectively. The relationship between religious orientation, mental health, and moral transformation was investigated among 384 students in Qom, Iran. Mental health has positive relationship with religious orientation and moral transformation. In addition, religious orientation, gender, and education can predict mental health. By improving internal religious orientation and encouraging education, improving mental health is possible. Religious beliefs, PTSD, depression, and flexibility were investigated in survivors of earthquake in Haiti. 92% of participants believe in supernatural powers. There was a significant difference between decreased anxiety scores after the event, PTSD, and increased flexibility in people who believe these events are due to providence of God and those who had different views. Remembrance of God is a factor that increases tolerance against pressures that leads to increased self-control and moral development. I guess I can kind of see that. I don't know. I guess this speaks more to a biological advantage of believing in religious things because that's how best to cope with loss. You know, like that's just how some people cope with loss. I guess I could see that, right? Like if it comes to coping with loss, if you believe that your loved ones go somewhere or are somewhere for you to be after the afterlife, like in the afterlife, I guess I could see how that would make people less anxious or less depressed. I don't know. There's good things and bad things with religion. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe my mind changed a little bit on it. I'm still not religious. I guess that's why I believe in the consciousness soup idea. I guess it depends on how you do it, right? Like there are things that like can give you hope, like your loved ones will be there for you in the afterlife. That's a comforting thought, right? That's comforting. That's fine. But then you get things like, well, actually, God is watching everything that you do, and if you are being bad, then God will punish you forever. You will burn in fire forever. I don't find that very good. I think that you would have to break this down by what specifically people are, like the mental processes that go through their minds. You know what I mean? Like it would have to get kind of specific. Where it's like, okay, do you believe in hell? That'd be interesting. Like, do you believe in hell? No, because then I don't know how accurate results you could get. Because most people who believe in hell just don't think about it. Like they say, yeah, I believe in hell. But then like they don't think about the consequences of God watching their every move and possibly going to hell because of it. They just don't think about it. 92% of participants believed in supernatural powers. That's just society, man. I think the best argument you could make for religion, and one that I honestly kind of stand by now, is that it helps in times of severe distress or loss to cope with that loss. That's what I'll say for it. Because all the studies that I've been seeing so far kind of lean that direction. That people who believe in God or in an afterlife of some kind, that they'll see their loved ones again, have less rates of depression and anxiety in times of great loss. I can kind of see that. That doesn't change the reality of whether it's there or not, but, you know. The data is the data. I'm not going to argue. You're the only chemitist on the server. I don't know what a chemitist is. Chemitism. Kemetic paganism. A neo-pagan religion and revival of the ancient Egyptian religion, emerging during the 1970s. Nice. So it's basically like Egyptian theology. Gotcha. There's something about gay people going to the same place as Hitler just for being gay is the biggest reason against religion. Yeah. I think that if you break it down by specific beliefs, that you would find people who are constantly thinking about God watching them have way higher anxiety. That just makes sense to me. But if that's not the aspect of the religion that you're focused on, if the aspect you're focused on is you know, seeing your loved ones after they die, I can see why that would help with mental anxiety and depression, like in times of great loss. This actually makes a lot of sense from a biological perspective. Why people believe in religion. Because humans are not good at processing grief. And religion kind of helps you skip the process a little bit. That makes a lot of sense. I think even Hitler can go to Aru, but oh boy, do you have to answer to Anubis and Thoth. My mom genuinely believed vampires were real, and IDK how or why that came about. That is interesting. Hey, why not? I mean, you believe in other, like, supernatural things. Okay, do I want to keep going or do I want to stop? Do I have the brain power to keep going is the question. Another question, do I have anything that I want to react to right now? What's a girl to do full episode? That's 60 minutes. I can't do that right now. Not right now. Let me go to the bathroom and I'll decide when I get back.
fucking announcement. Shadow the Hedgehog's a bitch ass motherfucker. He pissed on my fucking wife. That's right. He took his hedgehog fucking quilly dick out and he pissed on my fucking wife. And he said his dick was this big. And I said that's disgusting. So I'm making a call out post on my Twitter.com. Shadow the Hedgehog, you got a small dick. It's the size of this walnut, except way smaller. And guess what? Here's what my dog looks like. That's right, baby. All points, no quills, no pillows. Look at that, it looks like two balls in a bong. He fucked my wife, so guess what? I'm gonna fuck the earth. That's right, this is what you get. Mike Super Laser Piss. Except I'm not gonna piss on the earth. I'm gonna go higher. I'm pissing on the moon. How do you like that, Obama? I pissed on the moon, you idiot. Obama is a strong figure to America. I would never say such a thing. No way. I'm gonna walk on my Twitter.
Okay, I'm back. So, I was in the bathroom, and I couldn't decide between keep doing politics or do Dark Souls. And so I was like, okay, do I want to keep bashing my head against the wall trying to defeat the same person over and over and over again? Or do I want to play Dark Souls? And I decided I think I'm going to do... Or not Dark Souls. What's the game called? Elder Scrolls. Same diff. Not Elder Scrolls. Elden Ring. Same diff. It's all the same game. Elder Scrolls, Elden Ring, you know. Do you think it's reasonable punishment to have to admit all the things you have done wrong, to admit why you have done them, and having the gods judge you for it? They know if you have lied purposefully. I think answering for your crimes is not a bad thing. Like, even if they were small injustices. Like, let's say that you cheated on your partner, right? And you never really made amends. I think it'd be fine to be like, yeah, you need to answer for that. You know, like, that's something bad that you did. And even if you wouldn't do it now, like, you did do it. And so have you changed from that? And then if you can demonstrate that, yes, I've changed. What are we doing now? I think I'm going to do Elden Ring. Like, if you can demonstrate that, yes, you've changed, which would usually include some kind of apology. If you've actually changed, you don't just say, well, I'm not that person anymore. I wouldn't do that. That's not something that somebody who's changed would say. That's something that somebody who was waiting the proper amount of time when they could check off their list. Yes, the murder of my father from however many years ago, 15 years ago, no longer matters because I'm not technically that person anymore because it's been long enough. Like, that's not acceptable. You need to demonstrate that, yes, you have changed your ways. You would never do that again. And you're disgusted with the idea that you did do it. And that's in your memory bank now. Okay? Because that's how you do that. You know, I used to be transphobic. I posted transphobic shit on Reddit. Not with my main account, I don't think, but I did. And I was part of Fat People Hate, you know? And I've admitted that, and I've apologized, and I feel I've done my part to atone. I think paying back your crimes is a better punishment. Well, rehabilitation is its own payback. You know? Just think about it. I was transphobic. And as a result of being transphobic, I realized that I have making up to do. And that's part of, I mean, that's not like all of why I do this. I love doing this, but that's, you know, that drives me a little bit, right? So like rehabilitation is its own payback by default. Like a rehabilitated person would pay it back. It's already included in the price of the original. Does that make sense? Because, like, if you pay back somebody for a crime and you would just go and do it again, What's the point of that? Rehabilitation makes more sense because you're not inflicting extra harm. That's one reason, but the other reason is for recidivism, right? You don't want people to go and commit the same crime again. It just makes sense in every regard. You rehabilitate somebody, okay? And then what do you get? You have a better person who feels obligated to pay back their crimes and who won't commit the same crime again. Hello? It is so obvious to me that, like, I can't fathom why people would be against that idea. It doesn't make any sense across the board. It doesn't make any sense to me why people are against rehabilitation. Well, it does. It's because people want to see people get punished, right? Well, you didn't beat them with the cane enough times for my personal amusement, right? So do it again, please, right? Carry on. Because people, like, it's like those guys who say that, like, they have, like, these weird fantasies about going after pedos, right? They have these fantasies about killing a pedophile, like, that's their thing. And my response to that is, yeah, none of us like pedophiles, right? That's an easy stance to take. You're just playing out a sick fantasy that you have of killing somebody and sticking in, oh, by the way, the person's a pedophile. Like, it doesn't, that's the lowest hanging fruit you can possibly have to prove that you're, one, not a bad person, and two, also would kill somebody. Because you're spineless. Just say you would kill somebody. Just say you would murder somebody if given the opportunity and you knew you would not get in trouble for it. Because that's what you mean when you say that when you give your fantasy about killing pedophiles. That's what you're actually saying, is that you would kill somebody if there were no consequences. But you can't say that with no consequences, can you? That's why they say it the way they do. They're averse to consequences. Have a good night, Plague Mercury. Thanks for being here. Okay, let's do this. I got bosses to lose against. Who is DMing me? Progressive victory. Unable to start? What? Oh, wait. I know the problem. We've been playing Elden Ring with crowd control. Should I continue doing that? Well, shit. Because it's either I have to disconnect crowd control or we keep doing it with crowd control. The way we look at it is if you are a bad person, you are forced to walk the earth to help your next of kin till you pay off your crimes. Yeah, but a person who's rehabilitated would do that. They would pay it off somehow in some capacity. A truly rehabilitated person is going to do that automatically. That's my point. To the ability that they can. We'll start up crowd control. Fuck it, why not? We got the overlay going. I just need text. Why did it not open? There it is. PC message. Outline. Make that Black, please. I see a red door and I wanna paint it black. Okay. Good. Put that, that's good. Then copy. Oh shit. Okay. None of my info is on the screen. I'm so paranoid about it now. Okay. Click to update. Okay. Okay. That oh shit was terrifying. Sorry. I know it's happened 2 times already. Right? Okay. I cannot start session. Why can I not start launch game? That's why. Then I can start session. That's a nice wallpaper. Thank you. I made it myself. No, I didn't. That's a lie. I found it myself. Elden Ring has been detected. Please be patient while we load the connector. Load connector. Okay. Start session. Here we go. Is my webcam in a good spot, or is there stuff in the... I forget if there's stuff in the top left. Oh, yeah, I need the link for the description. Shit. Hold on. Integrations? No. I need the link. Oh, interact link. Here we go. And I need this in the YouTube description. There we go. Okay. Now we're cooking. So, for those who don't know, crowd control is a way that you guys can actually interact with the game. So if you would like to interact with my game... Why are you doing that? Thank you. If you'd like to interact with my game, you can do so by typing !CC in the site chat, or checking the description in YouTube. And give me money. Yeah, I forget exactly what's going on here. Oh shit, I'm using the keyboard. Why am I using the keyboard? I need to use... I forget everything. I forget everything. I managed to avoid that. I got a hit. Wait, it's coming back to me. It's all coming back to me. Yeah, wait. How did I remember that? Holy shit. I'm a legend. Oh, nope. No, I'm not. It's okay. No, I'm not. Humble thyself, Alec. Ah! Okay. I'm not doing terrible. Okay. I found the windows of opportunity. I remember it's whenever he jumps. Oh, shit. Forgot about that one. Yeah, gotta wait till he jumps. There. And 2. And boom, boom, boom. Is this your first Souls-like? It is, yes. Well, sort of. I played Dark Souls, like the original, the remake of the original, for a while, but I got bored of it because I could not beat anything in that game. And people have told me just give up on it. Like, go to other Souls-like games, like this one. Because that made me hate Dark Souls. I was like, why the fuck do people play this? It's agony. But people have said move on to other ones, and this one seems to be better so far. It at least feels fair. Perfect choice for a first. Thank you. I don't know why I said thank you, but yeah, I think it is. Makes sense. I'm actually doing not very bad. Surprisingly enough. Oh shit. Come on, get away! And boom. I'm not keeping up with the lore of the game, though, I'll be honest. Like, I just know that I'm fighting a monster right now. I'm not sure who it is or why I care. Oh, shit. Too eager, too eager. No! Not while I'm doing the drinky drink. This one is really janky, so that's fair. Yeah, I just wasn't into it. There we go. Oh, boy. Phase 2. Phase 2! This is my first attempt this run. Okay, the sword move is a pretty good opportunity to hit him too. After he does the sword. Oh shit. Oh, oh boy. Oh, buddy. Chill, chill. Alright, I got one left. What a good game to get my dad to radicalize him. Okay, the sword move is going to be a little trickier to try. No! Oh, fuck me. Alright, I think it's over, lads. I don't think I'm winning this one. But I'm not dying by falling off. Yeah, I'm out. Fresh out. Oh, baby. It's hard to predict that sword move. Oh, fuck! He tricked me. He duped me. I'm just lucky I'm still alive, honestly. Oh, 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 get slapped. Get slapped. Oh! Come on, baby. Remember, you can interact by going to the link with !CC in the site chat, or using the link in the YouTube description. Not falling for that again. I'm not going to win this, but I'll hang in there as long as I can. Never give up. Never give up. Never surrender. Oh, I got slapped. I got bitch slapped. I am the fool. It's okay. I did surprisingly good. Oh man, !CC isn't working. Hold on. Hold up. What the fuck is going on? Chatbot. Let me try something. Ah, it's not working. Okay, hold on. Excuse me, the bot on my site isn't working again. I need a good emote. There we go. The bot is not botting. Okay. New plan. Just go to the YouTube video and click the link. Sorry, that's all I got. I messaged White Nervosa to fix it for me, and we'll see. For now, just go to the YouTube link. Sorry. So sorry. I know that's inconvenient. How do I traverse the mist? That's not how I've traversed the mist! I did it easily the first time. What's the E button? That's not the E button. It's Y, right? Yeah. Upgrading your sword before charging in again. Can I? Oh, it should be working now? Okay. Hold up. Yay! There it goes. Okay. We're good. We're good. I don't know if I can upgrade yet. Right. How do I do it again? No. Equipment? Oh, I remember. I gotta go to that one guy. Right? Yeah, the round table. Yeah, I've been there. I don't think I had enough shit. It's fine. I got this. Watch me. I got this. Don't need no upgrade. Here comes the jumpies. Oh no, wrong button! Ah! Damn it! Why am I so stupid? How the fuck did I get that wrong? I'm just gonna let him kill me. Fuck it. Just do it. Actually. I'll just go back. Oh, I can't go back. Okay, just fucking kill me. Just end it. If it's a wipe experiment. I have experimented to the best of my ability with this guy. That's a pretty good, T. Goober, that's a pretty good, song. I've never heard of it. Yeah, I got this, I got this. Watch me, you won't even believe these moves. Oh my god, I didn't even dodge that time. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. Boom. Boom! Come on, baby. Nothing can hurt me. I got this. I know exactly what to do, I just need to do it. See? Oh, fucking hell, dude. I dodged. I swear I dodged. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. Not getting the best of me, baby. Oh, 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 oh. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Wow! Regret. Regret. Pro gamer, pro gamer, pro gamer, 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 good gamer, good gamer. Boom! Let's game with a Y. Oh, 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 oh! Son of a bitch. Okay, got a couple, got a couple. Easy, 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 easy. Come on, baby. Oh, come on. Tried to walk dodge it. Oh, shit. Son of a bitch smacked me. There we go. There we go. That was a good one. That's a good one right there. Oh. 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 O'Reilly. What the fuck is that? Wait. I wanted it. I just need to focus on this. I will absolutely die if I let that thing distract me. It's gone. Nope. Nope, nope. No time after the hammer jump. Oh, baby. Ah! Oh! 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 Too many! That was too many! I couldn't do anything because that was too many. God damn it. Exclamation CC to influence how this goes. Or check the link in the YouTube description. Do it again. Ah. I forgot to roll the dodge button. Fuck me. Ah! It's okay. I needed to give her a handicap. I assume a girl, because Margaret is a girl's name, right? Not to be all gender normative. Cis heteronormative. That's a dude? Okay. I just thought that Margaret was a girl's name. Ah! This does not help me. This does not help me. Wait, does it actually change my hitbox? It does! That did not help me very much. But it did give me more reach. So maybe it helped a little bit. Okay, I'm still big. Go, baby. Yeah, it does change my hitbox. Holy shit. Oh, it's gone. Oh well. Thank you, whoever did that. Oh, come on, I dodged. It's okay. Got a little hit on me. It's fine. Blood for blood. Blood for blood. Blood for blood. We got this. Oh, wait, I forgot to two-hand. How do I two... No, wait. I haven't used my shield. That's what it is. Oh, come on. Exclamation CC only works in site chat. Okay, this one does not change my reach. If you're on YouTube, you gotta do, description. Because I haven't fixed my YouTube site chat for some reason. Or my YouTube bot chat. Chat bot. No, I rolled too early. Oh, wait, it didn't change my hitbox. What the fuck? I thought it changed my reach and made it better. Okay, try again. Do it again. It's the motto of the game. Nice ass. Nice ass, nice ass. Didn't skip leg day. Good, good, good. I got this. No matter what size I am. I can do this. I can do it. I believe in myself. I don't believe I can do this one. But I'll try. Oh, god damn it. I dove too late. Yeah, I'm not doing too hot. For some reason, I started good and I'm getting worse. Okay. I just noticed he's got his piglets sticking out. Got them bare feet. Ah! Nope. Nope. With that big stick. The Unga Bunga. Come on. You got the dogs out. True. What you doing with them piglets out? Come on. Give me the jumpies. Gotta give me the jumpies. Oh, I almost panicked. I almost panicked. Almost choked. Did not. Very good. Cannot choke. I never freeze. Oh, really? Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Come on, where's your phase 2? I thought it was supposed to happen. Ah! I guess I shouldn't be looking forward to it, but still. Oh, fuck me! That's okay. It just means I got another try. The smartest move of this game was, man, I guess it's kind of antiquated to, like, put a life limit on games like this, huh? Like, just give you a game over. That's an old thing. Because Mario and shit would do that. They would just, like, you'd get to a certain level and they'd just be like, ha, fuck you, start over. Oh, shit, 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 wrong button. How do I keep fucking pressing the wrong button? And why is it always my heal button, which I need? But whatever, I wasted an Estus. Didn't need it, didn't need it. Didn't need it, lads. Oh, thank you for the help. Appreciate that. He gets a little handicap, so do I. I think that guy's mine. He's not attacking me. Yes. Oh, fuck. Oh, why did I go in? Tell me. I pretty much figured that was a one-hit KO. Oh, no, it wasn't. Okay. Okay. My boy's standing up. Oh, fuck me. He said fuck. Oh. Yo, hold up. Let my skelly boy do some work. Oh, he's doing work. He's doing work. Come on. Ah. Oh, okay, good. Is he dead now? I think he's dead now. Yep. So much for that. Okay. Back to phase 2. Come on, baby. Give me phase 2. What you got? Oh, son of a bitch. I thought... Oh, no! I'm panic dodging. Oh, one hit and I'm done. Alright, got my window. Good. Okay. That was my last flash, though. Ah! Panicked. Oh! Fuck. Forgot. That one's on me. Okay, okay. Come on, give me something I can actually hit. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, son of a bitch. Man, I'm hungry. I got a few more tries in me, but I'm hungry. And I haven't had dinner. So I'm kind of thinking about that. Thank you for those who stuck around to do gaming with me, by the way. I appreciate that. Lets me be a little bit more loosey-goosey. I don't have to think as hard. Doing a big think for a big long, big time. Oh, fuck. Okay. Alright, alright. Ah! I forgot I got gender bent to a girl. Cook or be cooked, Sun Tzu said that. True. Oh, fuck me. I panic rolled. Thank you very much for the tier 1 sub, Grade the Deer. Now you have access to early videos.
Wealth, fame, power.
Cook or be cooked, Sun Tzu said that. Soldier Team Tower safeguard the second.
True. Thank you again. Alright, I'm getting worse as time goes. I need to focus. Here it comes. Okay, got one. Got a good one. Oh, I haven't seen that one. What the fuck was that? I've never seen that one. I swear I've never seen it. And if I have, no, I haven't. I got a lot of time in this game. I didn't think he did that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay. I didn't know he did that, rather. Okay. Be predictable. It's a good thing there are invincibility frames in this world, or else I'd be fucked. Thank you to whoever made me tiny. That makes my job very much harder, but that's okay. I'm still gonna win. New move just dropped. True. It's the DLC. Okay. Oh. I might be able to hit him after that slam, but I'm not going to take that chance. Come on. Definitely not after that one. I don't think I've used Estus yet. Oh, fuck. That was my chance. Alright, I got one hit. That's fine. I'll take it. I'll take it. That's progress. Here it comes. There we go. Boom. Boom. Okay. Doing good. Smack him in the dogs, indeed. You just did that one. Come on, baby. Phase 2. I don't even think I've used an Estus yet. And if I have, it was only once. Point being, I have 4 left. Oh, fuck, fuck, fuck. Okay, okay. Sorry. What's the opposite of a safe word? Like something you say that gives your partner the go-ahead. You know? Like if you're doing a role play. Because that's kind of what he's doing. Like every time he does one of those moves, he's like kind of giving me the go-ahead to hit him. Like a trigger word almost. Except not really, because that means something else specific. Yes? Okay, if you're role-playing... If you're role-playing a non-con situation or something like that, then no, the word would not be yes. Okay, I can do this. Panic, panic, panic. Damn it. There's a word for it, definitely. It's got to be like something like a trigger word. Like it triggers the person to do the action. Or you're like, if you say, oh no, please don't, Mr. And Mr's the word, and you've established that beforehand. Like if you put Mr. at the end of a sentence, that means yes, go ahead. If you put sir at the end of it, that means no, don't. Like something like that. Like no would be the light safe word. I would recommend exploring somewhere else and getting some levels and upgrades. I would recommend Castle Moem at the very south area of the map, unless you wish to keep trying Morgit. Okay, okay. Where are we going? Oh man, these guys are back. I guess that's good XP, right? Oh, that feels so much better. Oh my god. Finally, somebody I can kill. Oh, it feels so good! I forgot what it feels like. Excellent. Oh, fuck. Oh, wrong button. Again. I'm gonna die to fucking plebes. I've also forgot the shield. I've been forgetting the shield this entire time. Wait, face him. There we go. There we go. Good idea, barely getting to stage 2. Listen, I had a dream, okay? Oh shit, wrong button. What? That's not allowed. There we go. Oh, fuck. Oh, he broke my guard. There we go. Much better. Well, I wasted 3 Estus on that shit, but whatever. Green Beaster coat? Ooh. Okay, how do I equip that? So it's got better slash and pierce, but worse. And holy. But worse physical damage negation. Is it worth it? Is that worth the trade? I mean, it seems kind of minor, to be honest. I'll wear it, whatever. We'll give it a shot then. I'm playing Elden Ring right now too. Let's go. So at the south end of the map, you said? Castle Morn at the very south area of the map. The very south area? I don't want to get too far off the course. Southmost point. Keep following that trail. Okay. If you say so. I don't know about this, but okay. Ah! There we go. Village. Cool. I don't think I'm ever going to be archery. Are still in the herd for bad anthems? Bad anthems? You mean like movies? Or like songs? Because anthems mean songs. Right? Should I rest here? Probably not, right? The fuck? Ah! You know it. Dumbasses. Anthems like songs? What do you mean bad songs? Like for my, I was never looking for bad songs, I don't think. I was looking for songs for my, my waiting screen. I think I've already been here. Like, I know... I don't know. I feel like I'm losing progress is my point. But you said to go this way, so I will. Ah! Ah. Ooh. Equipment. No. Equipment. Helmet. More slash and more pierce. Yeah, fuck it. I'll take it. Not like I have very high defense anyway. That was lame as shit. Damn it. Ah, wrong button. I have a really bad habit of pressing the wrong button. Shit, I'm gonna die. I can't die. Apparently I can. Oh shit, I never rested at a side of grace. Fuck me. Oh, no. Oh, a streamer you watch memes on bad national anthems? Got it. Can you not? Save early, save often, yeah. What does shield bashing do? Does it do anything special? Come on. Oh, I can't die. Come on. I'm losing my fucking shit. That is barely anything at all. Why am I having so much trouble? Like, this is not the game's fault. This is me being a bad player. And I do not say that often. God, I just suck at this fucking game, man. I suck at it. Oh! Yo, I did it! Finally, I did a parry. That was crazy. That was like epic win. Acquire materials. I don't know what that does, but okay. Ooh, and I get to save. Wait! Can I save if I haven't, like, collected my thing? I can still save, right? Like, there's no consequence? Wait, where's the thing to save? Oh, it's still up ahead. Ah, too early. Too early. Nope. Shit. Don't die. Not again. Not again. God, I suck at this game. Why did I dodge into that? Whatever. Oh. To complete the set. Well, not quite. I still need the gauntlets. Wow, that's a boost in every way, right? Except it's heavier. Okay, I don't fat boy roll, so I'm good. And now I can save. I don't lose my shit if I save, right? I think it's fine. Even if I lose it, it's whatever. You get to save? Good. Okay. Come on. I should not have taken that much damage from fucking wolves. Yeah, I know it stays there until I die or pick it up, but I didn't know if saving was part of that too. Is this a challenge run or mods or something? If you go to the description, you can use the link to influence how I play the game by like giving me like more challenging or less challenging ways to play, like changing my size and shit. Or sometimes it's just aesthetic, like I started this as a guy, but now I'm a girl, so. Wait, I got the feet now. Or did I already have it? Put Soldier's Greaves, so I got magic, better magic, fire, lightning. Oh no, I don't want that. Ah! Ah, ah, ah. I want my stuff. My shit. Thank you. Alright, not as big of a deal if I die now. Ah, ah, ah. Damn it. I don't know why I panic so much. I need a different strategy. Yes, based indeed. This game's fucking hard, man. I just like... Like, okay, I can understand a certain level of difficulty, but like I watch people, and I've done it myself, die over and over and over and over and over again, and I'm just like, at a certain point, it's just too much. It's just too fucking much. Like, I guess I don't understand, like, the rabid appeal behind the Souls games. I don't get it. You're currently underleveled in the area you're in. Is that all it is? Did I stray off course? Fire materials. What does that do? Like, I don't know what this shit does. Goodbye. See, like, sometimes I don't feel underleveled. Like, that was fine. Ah. Come on, how the fuck did I die? Jesus fucking Christ, god damn it. I lost my shit. Do I need to level up? It was never given to me as an indication that I can level up yet. Yeah, I don't have any fucking runes because I lost all my shit. Explore more before beating Morgott? I just want a linear game, man. Hard enough as it is. I don't know. To me, it doesn't feel like I should be exploring. It feels like I should be on a linear path. I'm just not good at it. You know what? I think it's just that I need to get good. Just give it. I know it doesn't do anything, but just give it. Okay. Can I please just not die this time? I really need that shit. Damn it. Okay. How do I crouch? Is there a way to sneak or something? The most linear of the Soulsborne games is probably DS3. Got it. What is this? Got a lump of flesh. Acquire materials. Mushroom. Okay. Getting lots of materials. I assume this is for crafting. No, not that guy! I can't do that guy right now. Nope. Can I rest at the side of Grace while that guy's fucking chasing me? Whatever. I'll fucking fight him. Again. Feels fucking easy now. Like, all of his movements are predictable. He's got some good hit points. I got his eye, I think. Yeah, this feels real easy. Yep, got his eye again. Oh boy. Phase 2. Oh shit, shit. Panicking. Easy. Easy. Dude, fucking easy. Let's go. That's a good chunk of change, right? Level up. Runes held. Wait. Oh, I see. So I have enough. Yeah, okay. So strength. We're just maxing out strength, yeah. Alright, cool. Damn it. Okay. Yeah, I'm tired and hungry. I might end soon. Like, next save point, I think I'm done. Oh boy. Well, that's not good, is it? Oh my god. They're everywhere. Ah! Come on, man. Show us your minge. I forgot what that's from. I want to say South Park. Shit. God damn it. Would you just... I'm dead. Oh, of course he doesn't fucking flinch. Ah. Oh, that was so rude. Oh! 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 Get fucked. Get him. Hit him, hit him, hit him. Yes, I would hit a man while he's down. Of course, why not? He's down. That's the best time to hit him. Damn it, I'm out of flash. Ah! Oh god. Why am I having so much fucking trouble with this guy? Damn it. Come on. Come on, then. Come on! Oh, shit. I took hits. Oh, no. I'm so boned. I'm utterly boned. Except I'm not. At least I got shit. Can I level up again? No, I cannot. Well, now they're all back. Do I just gotta farm these fucking guys? Is that what the deal is? Or can I go around them? Do I just farm them until I get good? I mean, I can, I guess. Come on, you wouldn't hit a guy with glasses. Fuck me. I think I'm done, guys. I think I'm done for the night. I've been streaming a minute. Last Side of Grace. You should have an item called Spectral Steed Whistle. It summons a horse and you can speed right past them. I forget how to do that. Not that. Oh, right. I forgot about this. Oh, wait, I need my shit. Wait. I need my shit. Where is it? Ah! Can I collect it? Thank you. I usually hate horses in games, but I've seen this one and it's not as bad. Okay. How do I get off? Okay. Touch Grace. Lost Grace discovered. Oh, I must have missed this one. Okay. I think I'm good. Sorry, I'm just not good at the game. Okay, I'm good. Gonna end it there. Okay. Is anybody live? Riverboat Jack? Is Jack live? Yes. Give me just a second. Redirect. Riverboat Jack. Okay. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here. Appreciate you all. Love you all. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I will be back on Tuesday, more than likely. Until then, take care. Have a great night. And love you all again.